correct time here at Broad Stadium is 6:30 p.m. We're 1.5 hours away from tonight's game between the Blackman Blaze and your Florence Falcons. For those fans outside the stadium, pregame festivities will begin in approximately 10 minutes. First Metro Bank is proud to support the kickoff of the 2018 Florence Falcons football season. At First Metro Bank, traditions are important. With 9 locations throughout Lauderdale, Colbert, Franklin, and Limestone counties, we value our opportunities to serve our customers and our community. We planted our roots in shows 30 years ago, and we continue to invest in local schools in this area. Be sure to check out our on-campus bank, the Falcon branch, located inside Florence High School, that serves students, faculty, and administrators. We look forward to telling you another year of service at Florence High School. First Metro Bank, member in Section C near the concession stand. Go Falcons!
Back again, let's begin. Party, let me hear some noise. Jump the doors, there's a party over here. A party over here, where the looks in the years, damn it, yeah. With us, we get it, full day, and it is Take Man.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Braley Field here in Florence, Alabama. Stork Vision is live. 22 minutes left till we get underway. Falcons and Blaze. I'm joined by the best camera lady in the United States. That's Judy the Beauty. My color analyst is Anthony Fiorella, and he will be giving you the pregame of kind of what we got coming up tonight. Go ahead, take it away, Anthony.
Well, absolutely, Stork, and just again, glad to be here tonight. It's a beautiful, beautiful night for football. I'd have to guess it's probably about 72 degrees out here. We got a light breeze going, and it's just a beautiful night here in the great state of Alabama. We're here at Braley Field at the University of Northern Alabama here in Florence, Alabama. This is where the Florence Falcons play their home games. They do not have a stadium at their high school, so they come out here to the college. They play their games on a beautiful turf surface that we have down there. I walked down there to go get the name of the referee before the game. The field looks great. It felt great just in my shoes. I tell you what, I'd love to get out there tonight if I could.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, we've got a great matchup. We've got a couple of 4- or 5-star kids that are on the field. So let's break right into the notes, and I'll let you take it away. You can talk about the Falcons and the Blaze and the matchup we got going on right here at Braley Stadium.
Well, we're going to go ahead, and we're going to start off with the host Florence Falcons tonight. And this is their first game of the season, and out here in the state of Alabama, they actually have a rule down here where they are not allowed to scrimmage in the preseason against other schools. So tonight is going to be the first time that they're hitting somebody wearing different colors. So I'm sure they're going to be very excited for that. They got a familiar name in head coach Will Hester. Of course, Will Hester, the past couple of years, has been a staple in Middle Tennessee. He was there with Laverne here about 5-6 years ago. Went over to Ravenwood, won a state championship, and then just opened up Nolensville High School last year and had some success there, and is able to come out here to Florence, where this is going to be their first game in the 7A classification. They actually moved up a division this year. They're playing big boy ball, just like Blackman, just like Oakland, just like everybody else from Murfreesboro. Personnel-wise, here's what we got going on for the Florence Falcons. They lost their star running back, Armani Goodwin. He's a transfer. He transferred to Hewitt-Trussville High School, so missing him in the backfield, but they do get one of their top playmakers back this year, and a senior wideout named Kadarius Thompson. And honestly, when you look down there on the field, we're going to be calling his name a lot tonight. Kadarius Thompson, very similar to number 13 wearing white tonight. He's a big physical kid, weighs a few pounds less than Trey Knox does, but definitely mirrors him with his height and his ability to go up and catch the jump ball. He was recently offered by Southern Mississippi to play football at Conference USA school out down this way in the southeast United States, and is also a basketball standout here. So the kid's just an athlete. It's going to be a treat to watch him tonight. And then another thing for Florence is they got a lot back defensively. That's the big thing for them, because 9 out of 10 coaches are going to tell you defense is what will win you championships. That's what's going to win you ball games. Offense, it's a great show and all, but being able to keep that other team 3 and out, keep that offense off the field, they can't score, they can't beat you, obviously. And coming off of the edge, they have a couple of good edge rushers in a senior defensive end, Jonathan Turner, and a hybrid. He'll play inside a little bit, but most of the time he'll play outside. His name is Kierion Freeman. Number 9 is Freeman. Number 58, Jonathan Turner. These are both kids that play downhill. They've got really explosive first steps off the ball in that pass rushing game. Freeman's a guy he's going to need to step up big time off that edge and put some pressure on these Blackman offensive tackles and keep everything in between the tackles. They don't want to let the Blackman backfield and some of those explosive guys they've got outside to the sidelines, because they may not be able to catch them. And then They also have a very talented kid that's a cornerback named Jalen Lee, goes by Jet Lee. Yes, just like the actor, folks. He's a guy that he's got really good footwork. I saw on film. He's able to keep up with quicker receivers, and he's got pretty good height for a corner at 6 foot. So I'm sure he's going to be matched up with Trey Knox, and he's going to have to. If he doesn't see Trey Knox, he'll be seeing Michaelis Elder as well. So he's going to have to play big tonight to at least try to take one of them out of the picture. And then we're going to go ahead and flip on over to the visiting Blackman Blaze. This is their second game of the season. Last week, they took on a Hendersonville Commando squad, just like they did to open up the year last year. It was a little bit of a slow start for them, but they came back and in the second half and run away with it. They won that game by a score of 28-10. The thing with Blackman is they've got, just as they have in years past, they have so many explosive kids that you can get the ball in their hands and that they can make things happen. The main difference for them this year is the quarterback situation still not quite solved. They had, I believe, 4 guys take snaps at quarterback last week. They have one true pocket passer. They have a guy that will run a little bit of that read option, and then some of those talented receivers, they'll put them back there as well just to get the ball in their hands right off the snap. Starting with these talented receivers, obviously got to talk about Trey Knox. Trey Knox is a kid that, boy, he's been so special to watch these past couple of years. He's made some amazing plays against some quality secondaries, and he's a kid with great size. They actually was playing some defense this year. They got him out there playing linebacker, took a couple of snaps at quarterback last week. Still no commitment from him, but we hear it's coming up pretty soon, so everybody keep your eyes open for that. But number 13 is a name that Trey Knox is going to be a name that you're going to hear quite a bit going through the night. And one of his counterparts is number 7, Michaelis Elder. He's another guy that is he's new. He's a transfer this year, and a very talented receiver himself. He's a guy that they're going to do as much as they can to get the ball in his hands. He's very fast, good hands, doesn't drop the ball too often. So 2 big threats on the outside there for the Blackman Blaze. And then under center, we just mentioned they had 4 different guys taking snaps, but the main 2 is a name that you heard in the defensive backfield last year for Blackman. That's Arkansas commitment and cornerback Adonis Otey. Adonis Otey going into his senior year. He threw 1 pass last week, It was just a little 4-yard quick pass, and he had 5 carries for 7 yards at quarterback. Had 2 tackles on the defensive side of the ball. So that read option game and the things that he's going to be able to do to get the ball into the hands of others, and some of the things that they're going to do as an offensive line to kind of open up some holes for him. I'm sure they'll have a few keepers where he'll just take it himself. And then defensively for Otey, he's a kid that, as a cornerback, you don't really say a whole lot about him, but as a corner, that's a good thing. If you're not hearing that kid's name called on the defensive side of the ball, that means he's completely blanketing that receiver he's lined up across, taking them out of the football game. So I'm sure he's going to be lined up next to Kadarius Thompson all night, so that'll be a great, fun battle to watch. And then in the backfield for Blackman, boy, they had a heck of a game out of another transfer, a kid named Tamikis Napier at running back. He had 16 carries for $178 and 2 touchdowns last week against the Hendersonville Commandos. He burst onto the scene, and for a position that was kind of sort of questionable for Blackman coming into the year, he looks to have emerged as probably what's going to be their number 1. He's a very balanced kid. He has a good combination of vision and speed, and he will lower the shoulder when needed as well. So just an exciting kid to watch. But going up against that talented front 7 of Florence, he's going to be tested tonight.
Absolutely, Anthony, and what a beautiful night here in the state of Alabama as we get prepared to go at it here. 3:34 left to go here. Pausing now for a pick. Now we're back.
Got to get it in.
Yeah,
got to get the picture in.
We got to get the pick in.
Defensively for Blackman too, something that over this decade in general that stands out defensively for Blackman is they've always got a good group of linebackers back there. You know, we had the Armstrongs and Jess Patton, and you know, even right now they've got number 9 Connor Murphy and number 10 Matthew Hall, two very, very talented kids that are going to go up against an inexperienced Florence quarterback and a little bit of inexperience in that backfield too. They got a new running back coming into this year, so it's going to be a big question mark heading into the ball game tonight. We'll see what Florence can do offensively to try and get that running game going, because it's going to be tough to get the ball into Kadarius Thompson's hands if you can't get Blackman to put 7 or 8 men in the box.
Absolutely. National anthem getting ready to take place.
Beautiful shot of that flag with the trees in the background.
About 2 hours is what it took for us to get here from Murfreesboro.
Yeah, good little drive. Lots of hills on the way down, heading through Giles County, but beautiful country roads. There's a lot of beautiful hillsides and such to look at, and got to see the Tennessee River. Went right over it. We're no more than maybe 10 miles away from it right now. 5 of them in the regular season and sneak your way in and somehow make it all the way to game number 15. But as long as you get that win and get the gold ball, that's the big thing.
Absolutely.
Got a good slate of some other games that are going on up in most of you folks' neck of the woods tonight. We got Oakland Maryville rematch, and boy, that's how many years has it been since somebody's beaten Maryville out there at Maryville?
Well, no, I don't know. It's 75, 80 games. Here we go for the representation of our colors.
Recognize a moment of silence before tonight's game. Thank you. And now, please direct your attention to the north end zone, where we proudly display the American flag. And we honor America with the playing of our national anthem, performed by the Falcon Big Blue Marching Band.
And there we go, kids. Falcon Band. Somebody looking for the announcer, don't know what was going on there. But anyway, we're back to football here in Florence, Alabama. Anthony, who you like in this game?
Trying to stay unbiased personally, but I don't know. I mean,
I didn't know you were biased.
Yeah, at least not trying to say out loud. But I'll tell you what I'd like to see in this game is I'd like to try to see Blackman get some of these kinks worked out at quarterback. Maybe have Drew Beam come out tonight, have himself a good game. Maybe they figure out, okay, this is going to be our quarterback moving forward. And, honestly, I'd like to see Coach Hester's kids compete tonight. It's his first game here, and it's their first game of the season. And I know they're real jacked up. They're getting to play a powerhouse team from another state here on their home turf. So for them to come out and get a win tonight here, that'd be huge for Coach Hester and the rest of these guys to start the year.
Absolutely, absolutely. Falcons now gathering from their tunnel down by the scoreboard.
Yeah, some of these other games, we got Oakland, Maryville, Riverdale trying to rebound after a 30-22 loss against East Nashville last week. They're taking on Coach Webb and the Franklin Rebels. And then Ensworth taking on CPA this week. Coach Dobbs and Moore County, they're going to be taking on Community, who I believe was coming off of a win as well. Both of those teams 1-0. Coach McDaniel out of Christian Brothers taking on Bob Jones High School from out here in Alabama. And Ravenwood will be taking on Siegel, who, boy, I tell you, Siegel had a rough week last week, so I'm sure they're going to need to come out and show us something out there tonight against a good Ravenwood team.
Yeah, and that might be a good matchup. I mean, but Siegel, if they're going to do anything, it's go time for them.
Absolutely. They need to, after what happened last week against Stewart's Creek, they need to come out, and I'm sure they're just getting that first score of the year out of the way will feel good for them. And then Smyrna taking on Wilson Central. That could be a good little ball game as well. After
both of them need that win.
Yeah, absolutely. Smyrna took care of business against the Laverne Wolverines last year. Got the captains getting ready to head on out with our head referee, Mr. Gary Evans.
All righty, let's take it away, Anthony. You talk about them Falcons.
All right, so our captains tonight for the Falcons, we have got number 1, Kadarius Thompson. We have got number 70, offensive lineman Philip Gambrell. Number 93, defensive lineman Isaiah Nelson. And number 54, offensive and defensive lineman Jalen Morris. And looks like just from looking at those kids, they may have some beef up front.
Yeah, you really do. You got Corey Williams over there wearing number 2 for the Blaze, along with Adonis Otey with the dreadlocks hanging out of the helmet, wearing the number 1 jersey. Trey Knox in the number 13. And then number 10, that's Matthew Hall. And you will hear Matthew Hall's name called quite a bit.
Oh, absolutely. That kid, watching him last year, man, he was all over the football field. I don't know if he had a game last year where he had less than 10 tackles. I'd be surprised if he did. That kid flies to the football. He plays fast, and he doesn't miss very many tackles either.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, as far as, we're not a part of the NFHS, but the Florence Falcons are. And in the United States, their broadcast that they do is one of the top-rated broadcasts within the NFHS organization, which stands for National Federation of High School Athletics.
Yeah, and that's something that I know that's a big thing.
I think he said they have like a 4-man shot. We're just a 1-man shot, or basically a 2-man shot, one on the scoreboard, one on the field. I'm looking around trying to see if we got any other cameras out into the north or south side of the end I do not
zones.
see any other gear.
I was going to say I don't see much else, of course. NFHS, of course, the governing body for not just football, but all high school athletics and a lot of clubs, too, like chess and cheerleaders and all that.
They got their hand in everything.
Yes, absolutely.
Blaze fans, I thought they would travel well. Maybe they've decided to watch it on Stork Vision. We should have a good viewership tonight.
Possibly. I thought that the students would be taking a bus out here, but maybe running a little late. We'll see what happens. But
I would call friends and family, but it looks like just family.
Yeah, it could very well just be family. Looks like Blackman also going to get the football to start the ball game as well.
But next year, the Florence Falcons, they'll come up to the Inferno.
Did they? I was going to say, did they?
I think they did. I think they're going to try to do it. I think this is that Will wants to come up and play, and they want to try to continue some type of. And I'm sure Donnie Webb over at Franklin, he's not scared to play Will. Will come from down around played or coached at Ravenwood, coached at, that Williamson County bunch.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's one of the better teams in Alabama. Absolutely, and if you're one of the better teams in Alabama, why not go outside, get a good team from Tennessee in your neck of the woods? Maybe even in the future they venture to Mississippi, venture over to Georgia, and get some top-ranked schools from out there as well.
Absolutely. Tunnel is made for the Falcons. Just waiting for them to run out.
Got the big blow-up Falcon. They kind of look like MTSU out there with those jerseys. They got the blue and white. And
got a little silver baked in there.
Silver baked into the helmets, and Blackman coming out of the tunnel to a sea of boos, as you can hear below us. Home crowd getting into it already.
And that's all right. We'll take those. I did tell the athletic director here at Florence High School, you bust me in the mouth, I'll call it. I bust you in the mouth, you call it. That's kind of the way we operate. We're straight up. We're not homers. Sure, we're for Blackman, but at the end of the day, Will Hester puts it on us. That's fine.
I tell you, they got a pretty good little crowd down here below us as well. It's again, we are at the University of Northern Alabama, and they've stretched it about. There's people sitting in every section, and right here in the middle, packed in between the 35, they're down there like anchovies in a can, I should say.
Fiorella with his jokes of the night.
The anchovies in a can.
Yeah.
Not the funniest, but
it'll work, Fiorella.
It'll work. Blackman gonna get the football right here, and it's gonna be our first look at him this year, and our first look at Coach Will Hester's new squad as well.
Glad everybody could join us. Those of you that couldn't make the trip, we'll try to keep you informed of all the other games that are going on. So get ready for the Falcons and the Blaze. So kicking off for the Florence Falcons, Caleb Harkins, 6 foot, 153-pound senior. And this is, like we said, Alabama's first night in high school football.
Back deep for the Blaze is number 7, Michaelis Elder. Connor Murphy fielding this one.
Murphy foot tackle by number 4, Bentarius Gibbons, and that's where the Blaze will start. 1st and 10, Blackman Blaze. Gonna mark the ball just at about the 28-yard line, 29.
We'll see what Blackman wants to come out and do right here.
Yeah, let's call it the 30. Here we go. 1st and 10 from their own 30.
Some good size up front for Florence.
Knox down here by us. Otay in the shotgun. Simple handoff. And he gives it up to Tamikis Napier. That's number 3.
Looks like he was met by defensive back, that's safety number 10, Carson Castile, whose older brother, Cade Castile, is a starting receiver for the Florence Falcons. Also down here playing this nickel cornerback, that's number 7, Cade, number 10, Carson.
They give it to number 7, that's Elder.
Looks like he's going to be just short of the first. Got a gang of Florence tacklers. Looked like it was led by number 8, Cameron Lewis.
Also in there, Tiberius Thompson, number 30, the outside linebacker. Otay getting the signal from the sideline. Tamikis Napier is right behind him. Trey Knox down here by side us, and Trips at the top. Out of the shotgun, Otay. From the 40. Not yet a first down. Otay looks downfield. Ooh.
Led his man a little too far. That's a good.
He's wide open, Coach. He's wide open.
Yeah, you gotta make that throw right there. That thing came out a little wobbly, and Blackman going to have to punt the football away after going 3 and out to start the game here tonight.
Do you think that was a good call there to call a pass play or 1 yard, or would you stuck it up in there in the belly and give it back and maybe let Otay go one-on-one?
I think they're going to go for it right here, and that may be what they go to try to do. But yes, I would have gone right up the gut.
Otay one-on-one, just like I called it. He's got the first down, then some, up to the 50, up to the 45. Foot tackle looks like.
That's number 22 on the tackle, Jalen Lee, and number 58 as well. That's defensive end, John Turner. But Otay, good explosion to get into the secondary and pick up the first down.
Chain gang moves, boxman resets, and they move the ball into Falcon territory. It's marked on the 45. Otay working out of the shotgun. Napier slipped, just didn't get his feet going. It's going to be second down.
Yeah, and if I'm Blackman right here, I continue to try to run the football, although Drew Beam coming into the game at quarterback, he's more their pocket passing guy, so we'll kind of see what happens here. Of course, they're still running that similar type of spread they ran with Coach Watson last year.
Otay goes to the sideline, and now we line up with number 10, Hall. Hall looks downfield. They want to throw it. Trying to go to Trey Knox. It was a little bit behind him.
Yeah, and he did his job to get by Castile in coverage there, and if he could have hauled that one in and spun around, we might have been looking at our first touchdown of the ball game. It was a good little throw by Drew Beam, a little bit behind him, but if you're Knox, you got to haul that one in. I
don't think Blackman's managing the ball real well. Here we are, 3rd and 10. They're on the Falcon 46, but you know, why are we going to the air? Why not stick to that running game? Maybe a jet sweep or something like that. Not real for sure, but they're going to stick with Hall, and then Napier's to the right of him from the shotgun. They send Elder in motion.
Just let his man.
Yeah. And I don't know if that long pass is the direction they need to go. Maybe they need, just some short, 10-yard passes before we try to go downfield.
Yeah, the running game showed some promise there, and this is Jonathan Burks getting ready to kick it away, younger brother of Thomas Burks that just graduated.
That was Emilio Martin, number 12 for Blackman, trying to get the reception. Woo, block, special teams in action. Ball just on the 50. I think Blackman covers it up, but that's Falcon ball.
Yeah, number 9 right off the edge. Kiarian Freeman getting back there and making a big play. And I tell you what, Florence looks pretty good coming out so far. They get the 3 and out, or the near 3 and out, I should say, but a good block punt, and their offense set up a pretty good field position now.
I told Kid Hartsfield yesterday, I said, you got to watch Will. Coach Hester will have them up. He'll have them ready to roll. And if they get a couple of scores, this could be turn into a nightmare real quick for the Blackman Blaze.
Absolutely.
1st and 10 now for the Falcons as they operate just at about the 49-yard line of Blackman. Handoff to number 5. I do not have a number 5 on my roster. Let's check our 2 deep. Yeah, Jaclar Coleman.
Number 2, Corey Williams on the stop there. Did a good job of shooting the gap. Number 5, Alec Patton, nearly in there to bring him down in the backfield, but just could not get his hands around the ankles there. But the Blackman front 7 did a good job of getting penetration right there against that big offensive front of the Florence Falcons.
Coleman in the backfield to the right. Takes a handoff. Oh, what a nice pass. Completes it, looks like, to number 1, Kadarius Thompson.
That is Kadarius Thompson, and this is a sophomore quarterback, Gardner Filippo, and I tell you what, he floated that thing in there right over Otay's head, and it was good coverage there by Adonis Otay, but just a beautiful, beautiful pass right into the breadbasket of Thompson.
Got a little confidence now for the Falcons, and Gardner Filippo, the quarterback, number 6.
There's Matthew Hall on the stop again. Quick off of that edge.
Yeah, and that was number 2, Beckwith.
If you're Blackman, the Blackman defense right here, take a deep breath. You know, it's still a pretty long field goal attempt from here, so let's come out, hunker down, and read your keys, make some plays. You're still in good shape.
Beckwith down here by us, along with number 3, Rhodes. They go up the middle. Hall in there on that stop, but number 5 was your ball carrier. Beckwith is 6'4", 195-pound junior.
Yeah,
good-looking kid.
I don't know what they're putting in the water here in Florence, but they have really got some size up and down this roster.
Good-looking kid, I'm telling you. So, Hester using several weapons against Kits Hartsfield. Went back to Coleman.
Nothing there. Corey Williams getting into the backfield, and they're doing a good job of stopping the run, but I tell you what, they need to do something about this passing game right now. That's really where they're getting torched. Going to be another 3rd down. Looks like they're going to spot the ball on about the 7-yard line. If I'm Blackman right here, I send more pressure after Filippo. If you're gonna throw him off of his game, you're going to have to be in his face all night.
Sophomore quarterback doing a really good job. Gardner Flippo operating out of the shotgun. Rolls to this side of the field, catching a little heat. Ooh, he almost had him.
Boy, and I tell you what, that is a great play by number 27, Jalen Brown. Got beat by just a couple of steps, but the recovery speed right there allows him to get into position to make a diving deflection right there and save a touchdown. They did bring the heat, forced Filippo to roll out when he still got a good throw off, but just an immensely good play right there by number 27, Jalen Brown.
Talk to Hester. He seems like or thinks that he'll be okay in special teams. Got an official timeout on the field. Gary Evans wears that white hat. And I guess they're going to have an official Alabama timeout because the referee is quoting that, water or whatever. Gives us a minute. We got some scores coming in. Let's check those out. How about that?
We got going on. We sure do. We got a couple of scores for you. Maryville got a score with 1 second left in the first quarter out there in East Tennessee. They're up 7-0 heading into the second quarter over the Oakland.
It's going to be a low-scoring game, Coach.
Yeah, it is going to be a low-scoring game, too. Honestly, probably the 2 best defenses in the state going up against each other. And we also have another score for you, that Riverdale-Franklin game. Taylor Yancey, the Riverdale Warriors, tosses an 80-yard touchdown pass to Jalen Simmons, who had a long touchdown last week, and the Warriors take a 7-0 lead on the Franklin Rebels with 11:43 to go in the first quarter of that ball game.
Warriors need that one back here at Florence at Braley Field. PAT, about a 23-yarder, and it's good. They're on the board, 3-0.
And I tell you what, coming out right here, Blackman, a little flat on offense. They're trying to do too much too fast, I think. I think they just need to slow things down here. Let's establish the running game and then do what we got to do to get some of our big playmakers involved on the outside as well. And then if you're the Blackman defense there as well, they did a good job of, after giving up 2 really quick, big chunkage passes right there, they did a good job of hunkering down and holding them to 3. And if you're Florence, if you're that defense, keep doing what you've been doing. Read your keys, keep making plays. And the offense, man, I'll tell you what, you've had some success in the passing game, so we'll see if they can keep that up.
They're really going to have to do something different. They're going to have to get, a quarterback and go with him. If you're trying to decide and you got 2 quarterbacks, you really don't have one.
Yeah, and it was Otey and Drew Beam both took a couple of snaps, and Otey threw a pass that went incomplete. I think Beam had 2 incompletions on that pass drive, so we'll see what they elect to do here, see if they start running the ball or what they're going to do with the quarterback situation right now.
Yeah, they definitely need to do something. Once again, the kicker's out on the field. That's Melvin Aprico. It's That's what I'm going with,
Yeah,
Anthony.
Melvin Aparicio, number 92. Aparicio.
Thank you, Anthony.
Absolutely, absolutely. Made it a 3-0 ball game just a couple of seconds ago. We'll see if he kicks it short again. On that opening kick, he kicked it to about the 20-yard line to Connor Murphy. Michaelis Elder, the MTSU commit, is deep for the Blaze. Elder fields it.
They're going to get wrapped up quick, Coach. That's number 20 there on the stop for the Falcons. That's going to be Nick Waller, I'd say. They got 220, so let's go with Waller. 1st and 10, Blackman Blaze.
Trying to look and see in that huddle.
I see Otay
walking toward the sideline, so Drew Beam, yeah, that's Drew Beam right there, number 18, coming into the game at quarterback. And number 4, Jordan Brown in the backfield. He was a guy we saw run last year after Master Teague and Cordell Braxton went down with some injuries, and he had some success last year.
Drew Beam hands off.
But just nothing doing right there. Looks like number 30, we're going to call it, Tiberius Thompson, the defensive end, coming across that right tackle's nose to make the play.
2nd down, 2nd and 10. Ball just marked at somewhere around the 28-yard line. Drew Beam operating out of that shotgun, 2-step, 3-step, looking downfield. You know he's looking for Knox.
He's going to get a flag on that one.
Yep. Actually, they were going for number 7, Elder, the MTSU commit.
Looked like they were trying to pick on number 18, Evan Sims. It looked like on that far side of the field. And no, I take that back. That's number 10, Carson Castile. Got his hands all over Elder, tried pulling him back, trying to not let him catch the ball, but they're going to call it a hold. And Blackman will move the chains.
We're waiting
Coach
for
Hartsfield still trying to attack him deep.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's the solution. You know, he's definitely got the guys that can get away and I think can get separation. The question is, can you get the ball to them?
Yeah, correct. That's the thing there. They got to figure out who can get the ball out there. And looks like it's still going to be first down. Yeah, they're still saying it's first down, but yeah, they've got to find somebody to get the ball to them. And something that's tough, they don't really have any film that they can watch on these guys. You know, they didn't have any scrimmages, everything done in-house here in the state of Alabama, and it's a new coach, new system, so you're coming in, you're somewhat playing a bit of a guessing game. So that's definitely a big challenge for a new coaching staff for Blackman as well. A lot of assistants back, but coming into a game where you don't have film on an opponent is tough.
It is. 5:10 left to go here in the first. And of course, this is
they are moving the chain game.
Finally,
this holding should be a automatic first down.
I thought it should have just be 10 yards and a first down, shouldn't it, Coach? If you're holding.
Yeah, I believe so, but still having a conference down there.
Gary Evans wears the white hat. He's trying to put it all together. It was a holding play. It wasn't pass interference because he just held him as he's going down the sideline.
Yeah, he's grabbing his left arm and he's trying to chug along down the sideline.
Penalty was 10 yards. Will replay. Second down will be 2nd and 1.
So it's just a 10-yard penalty, and they're calling it 2nd and 1 is the deal now.
Okay. We got to wait till the chains get reset on this.
While we're waiting, I got a quick score update for you from the Coffee Pot, Tullahoma, Coffee County.
That is Tullahoma and Coffee County.
9 minutes left in the first quarter. Tullahoma took a 7-0 lead over the Coffee County Raiders.
I'm telling you, kids, if you've never been to Tullahoma High School, what a beautiful stadium and setup. They got a triple-decker there.
Absolutely. They got a nice video board. They show replays out there even.
We're not there yet.
It's a real nice
Hold up. Let's get back to the game. Operating out of the shotgun, Adonis Otay, 2-step, 3-step drop, plenty of time, and lets it rip. And I really don't know what was going on there, but was a little bit out of the zip code. It's going to be second down.
And again, it's third play in a row. They're trying to go deep, go deep, go deep.
Trey Knox.
Yeah, they're doing what they can to get the ball in the hands of some of these talented receivers, but you know, and I understand it's a great front seven for Florence, but you've got to try to run the football.
Run that ball, get that first down, and get a fresh set of 4. Now look, they're getting themselves in trouble. Number 9 was there on the stop for the Falcons. That's Kerryon Freeman.
And it looks like Blackman going to have to punt the ball yet again. They're just
two or three downs, get one yard, Anthony.
Yeah,
all you had to do is get one.
They're just not having much success doing anything offensively so far. I was saying before the game, Florence is returning a lot of good talent on defense this year, and that front seven's come out, and the secondary as well. They're doing a great job of shutting down Trey Knox and Elder so far. The last punt was blocked, folks, so keep your eye on the ball.
I don't think he'll send the house. I think he'll let him get it off, and he does.
Kadarius Thompson on the return here.
He went back, circled back, and that didn't help him. He was tackled by number 24. That's Spencer Lane.
Lane on the side.
We got a man down for the Blackman Blaze.
Sure don't need to be doing that here in week 2.
While we got a quick timeout, get you another couple scores.
Give me a couple of scores, Anthony. Work at it.
Franklin tied the football game and against Riverdale. It is 7-7 in that ball game. Siegel has jumped out to a 6-0 lead on Ravenwood, so they get their first points of the year after getting shut out last week.
Proud to be a Siegel Star.
Franklin County has a 7-0 lead on the Laverne Wolverines, and the Smyrna Bulldogs are up 7-0 on the Wilson Central Wildcats. Number 22, Ethan Myers, being helped off the field there for the Blaze. We certainly hope he's okay and can continue on later.
Gardner Flippo is the quarterback. And, Blaze needs to, they need to show us that defense right now. Like, they need to do something, stop them quickly.
Yeah, Blackman had a talented defense as well.
Pulled it from the belly, rolling to this side. Oh, did he catch that? He sure did. No, it's
right
incomplete.
Through it. It went right just a bit out of his reach.
Kadarius Thompson.
I'll tell you what, these two guys, for a sophomore and a senior, look like they've been playing together for about 15 years. They've been really in sync tonight, and right there on that play call, Blackman sending a lot of pressure here to try to throw off the timing and forcing Filippo to kind of roll out, and so far it's working. These last 2 throws have been just a little bit off.
It's going to be second down for the Falcons.
Alec Patton on that defensive line, and number 9, Connor Murphy, number 10, Matthew Hall applying the pressure.
Pulls it. Whoa, beautiful pass. It's going to be a first down and then some. And that's Thompson as he goes out just right at about, looks like they're going to mark it at about the 46-yard line.
Right
Are they
there.
bringing it back? Yeah, I got a flag. Could be doing a little holding back there, Anthony.
They were picking on number 8, Dejon Gibson.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
One of the linemen got a little too far upfield.
That happens, Anthony.
Ineligible downfield on the forward pass, 5-yard penalty.
And that's gonna take away about a 25-yard completion right there.
Helps out the Blaze, and they need it right now. Need to buckle down and play a little bit of defense.
We're going to replay second down. And, yeah, this Blackman defense, do not get me wrong, this is a talented defense as well. They're getting a lot of guys back from last year, especially in that linebacking core, a couple of guys along that defensive line, and, of course, in the secondary as well. They give up just 10 points last week and only 13 so far on the season.
2nd and 16. Here we go. 2-step, 3-step, drop, looking across the middle, and he has Thompson. Thompson to the 50. He sidesteps up to the, what a beautiful move, up to the 45-yard line of the Blackman Blaze.
Camden Williams eventually gets up there to make the stop, but I'll tell you what, they may need to start keeping a safety over the top of wherever the heck Kadarius Thompson is, because these corners have just not been able to stop him so far tonight. This kid has done a great job of getting separation right there at the line of scrimmage and getting into open field, and great set of hands on him as well.
Number 6, Gardner Flippo, is doing a great job, the sophomore. He's got that ball into Blaze territory, fresh set of 4 for him. As they start from right at about the 44-yard line, he works out of that shotgun. Twins down here by us, but he hands it off to number 5. And once again, number 5, I have to go to my double sheet on that one, and that's Coleman.
Tackled on the play by number 15, Camden Williams. Yeah, and we'll see what they decide to do right here. Right now, they've got the safety. Well, no, Thompson moved out of the slot. He's outside with Adonis Ote right now. There's one safety on that side of the field, but he's lined up man-to-man right now.
2-step drop. He's looking to the corner. It's intended receiver Thompson. He wanted to go back to that hot receiver. Number 27 was there on the defense for the Blaze. And I don't have, Jalen Brown.
Jalen Brown and Adonis Ote in there as well. They're trying to set up the bubble screen, and that was good play recognition right there by Ote. Right when Flippo let go of the ball, he goes straight after Thompson. Let him, if he's going to catch that pass, that's fine, but make sure you're right there to make the stop, because he's a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage, so it isn't going to hurt you. We're going to have about 3rd down and 4 to go here. A big 3rd down here for Blackman. Got to try to force the punt. Ote followed Thompson. They're at the top of your screen.
Cade Castile's down here by us, but he goes to that left side out of the backfield, picks up a couple, and that was Coleman, number 5.
And Coleman just could not keep his feet. That wasn't the first option there for Flippo. It was a good check down, and Corey Williams chasing him, and I'm not sure if Williams would have got there, but I think Coach Hester's probably going to go for it here with the ball on the 36-yard line. It's going to be 4th and 2, so we'll see what they elect to do here. Ote again following Kadarius Thompson. I don't think they're going to let anybody else be matched up with Thompson again the rest of the night besides Adonis Ote.
From the 36, they need 2 for a fresh set of 4. They work out of the shotgun, go right across the middle. They're not going to get it. They're going to turn the ball over on downs. Be 1st and 10, Blackman Blaze. Your Blackman Blaze, what do you want to do? If it's me, I tell you what I want to do. I want to try to run it and open up this passing lane. Sure, you're getting separation, but I think you're going too far downfield with your pass selection and play calling.
First things first, I'm gonna pat my defense on the back and tell them that was a great job right there. They're carving us up a little bit in the passing game, but again, you guys hunkered down when it mattered. You bent, but you didn't break. And then right now as an offense, I just say, like, hey guys, we're not blocking, we're not catching passes. We're not reading our blocks. We just need to play the fundamentals.
Whistles blow right before as the ball is snapped.
Illegal shift right there. I think those 2 tight ends coming across. But yeah, they're not playing fundamental football offensively right now. The offensive line not picking up blocks. Oh, it was on the defense. But yeah, you just got to play fundamental football. Calm down. Make a good throw in the passing game. Running backs, find the hole and hit the hole. Quit dancing around in the backfield and tiptoeing around. An offensive line, you've got to fire off the ball and hit somebody. Everybody's playing a little lackadaisically so far on offense, and they're a much better offense than this. And we've seen it before, so see if they pick things up here.
Okay, got Napier. He steps up to make a block. Then they pass it down to number 7, Elder. The MTSU commitment, he brings it up to about the 45, pickup of about 3.
He's finally taken down by number 9, Kiarian Freeman. But see, I like that play call right there. You know, we got to get our playmakers involved, because Elder and Knox and Ote, these are guys that one-on-one in open field, they're going to make some guys.
So they stick with Drew Breen. See, I like this running game, I'm telling you. They stick with Tamikis Napier, number 3.
And the offensive line does a great job of firing off the ball there. And Napier looked like he got it into 2nd gear. That's something we haven't seen out of him yet tonight right there. Good run.
Quick set. Beam back in that shotgun. He goes right back to Napier, right up the middle to the 30. Still spinning, still chugging, all the way up to about the 26-yard line.
Got a pretty good block right there from number 60, the pulling tackle right there, or guard, left guard, I should say, Phylum. Comes in there and blows open a hole, and Napier, again, trying to move the sticks.
Beam rolling that right side, and the whistles blow. Falcons linemen are clapping as if it is against the Blaze.
This hurry-up offense this might be the jolt of energy that Blackman offense needed to kind of keep that defense on their toes over there, because they've been playing a dominating first quarter so far. See what the penalty call is while we're waiting on that. Get those last couple of scores for you. Franklin got him another touchdown. It is now 14-7 in the first quarter of that ball game. They lead the Riverdale Warriors. And in the coffee pot, it is 13-0 Tullahoma with 7 minutes left in the first. Going to back it up here.
Beam to the right side, looking downfield. Ooh, he had him.
Elder just couldn't quite reel it in. It was a little high, hit him right in the hands though, but there's no excuse there. A lot of receiver coaches are going to tell you, you got to catch the ball. Yeah, Beam needs a better throw right there, but Elder has got to catch that football if it hits him in the hands.
All he had to do is relax and just thread the needle.
See what
now
the
you're
play
in a
call
third
is
down
right
situation. I felt like maybe you should have ran it there.
With Otay back in the ball game, I think they may go to the ground game here again, because with where the ball's at on the field, I'd say you're in 4-down territory right now. Rely on that offensive line. They've been doing good on this drive.
Otay, reverse. That's Elder.
Oh, and a good tackle right there by Freeman. He did a good job right there. That whole Falcon defense went and chased the football. Freeman did a good job of setting an edge over there, staying home, and when the reverse came, he was there and he was ready.
They don't have a kicker that can kick this field goal attempt, so you're at 4th down, 4th and 4. You're going to go for it. You're on the 30. Beam working out of that shotgun. Here we go. Napier to his right. Beam lets it go. He gets hit. Bingo.
It's going to come back for a hold.
That's Knox. Touchdown, Knox. It's going to come back for a hold, and we've already got that from Gary Evans, the white hat. Not good.
Not good, but it was a good throw right there. They finally got a good throw downfield.
It just doesn't count.
We've established that there's a connection there, so... But right here, if they back this ball up 10 yards, I'd have to venture to say they're probably going to have to punt now.
Yeah, you want to punt it now.
Oh, boy, what a huge penalty that is, because, boy, that was a big, big play. They got Trey Knox out there in open field, and Beam delivered a good ball to him right into the breadbasket.
Sack of straw that broke the back.
And now Blackman going to have to punt the football away.
And that's not something they had planned on. They planned on getting that.
Of course, 2 punts ago. Watch the pressure coming off the top of the screen right there. They got a block over there.
He almost did not get that away, Anthony. Ooh.
Oh, that's a fumble. He touched the football.
That's a safety. Oh, look at here. Look at here. Whistle had not blown. Touchdown, Blackman.
Wow.
What a comical play. Whistle hadn't blown.
Okay, let's just recap that series of events. We had a 4th down and about 7 right there. A 30-yard touchdown pass get called back for a hold, and you got to punt the football away. Jonathan Burks gets a rugby-style kickoff right there.
Barely.
Looked like it was going to go into the end zone for a touchback. Not sure why number 22, Jalen Lee, touched that football, and he coughs it up. And then
steps back into the end zone.
Yeah, number 15, Camden Williams, able to recover it and do a good job to stretch his arm out, and you get a touchdown out of it anyways. Just a weird sequence of 2 plays right there. Just a weird sequence of 2 plays. And
Coach Dye always said the ball shaped funny and it'll bounce funny.
We got a different kicker out there. This is for the Blaze. This is number, look like 83, I'm wanting to say it is, Jackson Satterfield. He's a sophomore left-footed kicker.
He gets it.
His kick is up and good, and
7-3.
7-3. I mean, you take it any way you can get it. Points are points, and a great play by the special teams right there at Blackman to get downfield and cover that kick. And it was a little knuckleball off the foot, and I was really surprised right there that Jalen Lee tried to field that football. You know, the way it was bouncing and as quickly as it was bouncing, you figure, let that thing go into the end zone. Let's take a touchback and let the offense get back out there. They've been rolling so far, but a big mistake. They shoot themselves in the foot right after Blackman had just shot themselves in the foot and gotten a touchdown called back.
Special teams, that's why they call it special, you know, and you got to be good at it. I always say, you know, Kevin Creasy over at Oakland likes to score off that special teams. He loves that. And you know, making it special is really important if you're a football coach.
Absolutely. Those days when you're out there at practice in a helmet and you're doing a kicking scrimmage, it's not a day off. A lot of people, no, it is not a day off. You have to take it seriously, because if you make big plays on special teams, it can change the whole momentum of a ball game, as we just saw.
Number 80, Jonathan Burks.
Burks on the kick.
Was fielded by number 3, Trey Rhodes.
Number 30 was there on the stop for the Blaze, Antonio Malone, the 5'10", 195-pound linebacker.
And now that we got that sequence of plays behind us, we'll see what the Florence offense comes out and tries to do. I would assume they're going to continue trying to force feed Kadarius Thompson here, who's been having a whale of a first quarter. He's got 3 catches already for well over 50 yards.
Operating out of that shotgun, that's Gardner Filippo. Keeps it on the ground. Wow, that's unnecessary. You can get hurt, you can get a penalty there.
It's going to be the end of the first quarter.
7-3, Blaze. Give me some scores.
Let's get us some scores going, folks. All right, so we've got another score in that Riverdale Franklin game. It is now 21-7 Franklin. Oakland and Maryville have reached halftime out in Maryville, Tennessee. It's still 14-0 Rebels in that ball game. And in the coffee pot, it's now 20-0. Tullahoma looking like they're getting ready to run away with this thing. There's still 3 minutes left in the first quarter. We get ready to flip the field here. Lights coming on here at Braley Stadium on the campus of the University of Northern Alabama. Got the moon off in the distance, right over top of the Tennessee River. It's a cool night. We got a nice breeze out here, folks, and we appreciate you for joining us.
Let's talk a little bit about our sponsor, and that's John Jones Real Estate. John's been there in Rutherford County forever, and he is one fantastic real estate machine. So give him a call. He's right there in Murfreesboro. I know he's building a lot of houses. He's got some going up out at Eagleville. He's got some going up in several different places. So if you're looking for a new home, I guess what you would call used homes or lived-in homes. Let's call them that, lived-in homes, Sean. Those are hard to find right now in the borough or Rutherford County. But keep looking, kids, if you want to come down and live in as Coach Rankin calls it, a football town. Well, we flipped the sides, and it looks like we're ready to go. Still second down, 2nd and 9.
Haven't changed it on the scoreboard yet, but yes, we do have a 2nd and 9. 7-3 Blackman. Does NFHS broadcasts have commercials?
Yes, you can. It's It's just whoever wants to, whatever you want to do, you can do it. Once you join, you're in.
Could be what we were waiting on, possibly.
Here we go.
Nonetheless, we're going to play football now.
No, they're not waiting on them, I guarantee you. From the shotgun, rolling this side of the field. What a nice completion from the sophomore to number 2, DeMarcus Beckwith. Trey Rhodes.
They've had some success picking on defensive back Jalen Brown here tonight. The senior Jalen Brown gave up a couple of pass completions to Kadarius Thompson way down the field, and now they get number 3, Trey Rhodes, involved there.
From the shotgun, 2-step, 3-step, catching some heat, and they gives it off to Thompson. Kadarius Thompson down the sideline, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. Number 1, Kadarius Thompson. Do we got a flag?
It's a late flag. There was some extracurricular activity going on the other side of the field. Not sure if they'll call back the touchdown or not.
So there was some extracurricular activity on Blackman's side?
Yeah, it was on the top of our screen over there in between, I think it was Jalen Brown was up there. Looked like he was fighting a little bit with DeMarcus Beckwith at the top of the screen. Looks like the touchdown is going to stand, though. Penalty may be on Blackman. Florence clapping, but really right there, nothing you can do if you're Blackman right there. They sent the house, and Will Hester suckered them. They set up a tunnel screen. Blackman had 7-8 guys blitzing right there, all in the backfield. Flippo did a good job of waiting until the last second, got rid of the football, and Thompson was off to the races.
PAT attempt in order. Caleb Harkins, the kicker, 6 foot, 153-pound senior.
To the left.
Got ourselves a ball game, Anthony. 9-7.
Sure do, and that extra point may prove to come into contention later. It's a 9-7 ball game, so could we possibly have a 1-point finish at the end of this thing? I don't know, but the way things are shaping up, we very well might.
Well, a couple of more Blackman fans did make it down, and as they pile in on the other side of the field here at Braley Stadium.
Get some scores in real quick.
Get us some scores, Anthony.
Ensworth and CPA are officially underway. Still no score in that ball game. Tullahoma scored again. It's 27-0, and we're not even out of the first quarter of that ball game.
And Tullahoma, what is a 4A, 5A?
Yeah,
4A.
They are. And Coffee County's playing in the region with all the Murfreesboro schools, so
they're 6A ball.
Yeah. It's a high student population, but the football team does not have the numbers to reflect the student population.
Crazy. Well, the Falcons have scored.
Regained the lead, and like I said, nothing really you could do there about Blackman. That was just a good play call there by Will Hester when Coach Hartsfield decided to send the house. It was the perfect play call. You set up a tunnel screen during a blitz.
He's going to kick it through the end zone, going to make them start at the 20. Make them go 80 yards, Anthony.
Yeah, that penalty allowed them to get the touchback there on the kick. Blackman going to trot their offense back out onto the field.
Florence High School launches big shows outdoor sports for Houston and Polaris Rangers during the school year. Shows outdoor sports have new and used boats, ATVs, and a full-service shop. So stop by and see them at their new location in the Old England Store. That's Shows Outdoor Sports.
Otay takes the snap. He's off to the left side of the line, cuts back, and he's going to be brought down by number 7, Cade Castile. Looks like he's going to be about a half a yard short of the first. Nope. Gary Evans signaling for the first down to move the chains. Adonis Otay around the left side on that quarterback keeper. thought we might see a couple of those tonight to get Otay out into open field.
Otay operates out of a shotgun. Going to give it off to Napier. Flag. That's no good.
Might come back for a
it's going to be going against Blackman. You can tell by the way he's acting. As he looks at Gary Evans, it's going to hurt. Leave a mark. Boom. 10 yards. Holding.
Yeah, and if you're Blackman, you got to clean things up. They've had a couple of costly penalties here early. Obviously, the touchdown called back. They had another hold on a previous drive that led to a punt.
On the offense, 10-yard penalty, line of scrimmage, still first.
It's going to be 1st and 20 now for the Blaze.
Rolling to this right side of the field. Ooh. He catches number 12. That's Emilio Martin.
He was taken down by Jalen Lee. A big hit right there by the corner. But a good job by Martin to hang on to that football and get some positive yardage out of it.
Going to mark the ball just at the 25.5.
That pass completion will be good for the confidence of Adonis Otay throwing the football as well.
Second down, second and about, let's call it 15. They operate from that 25.5. Otay really needs to put something together. Napier to his left. Otay going to the left side of the screen. He's catching heat, and that is not good.
Number 9, Kiarian Freeman off of that edge. Beat left tackle number 78, Michael Brown. Now Florence starting to bring some heat here defensively to try to throw off Blackman after they've been having a little bit more success in the passing game, and we're going to have a 3rd and a country mile.
3rd and about 22, 23 yards. And I don't know if you've got a 3rd and 23 in the Blackman arsenal at this present time.
Sure you do. It's get Drew Beam the ball, block for him for 3 seconds, and have him throw it as far as he can at Trey Knox. That's my guess.
2-step, 3-step. Knox going down the sideline. They're looking for him.
He got
Boom.
it.
Boom. It's a first down. He's up to the 49.
Whoa.
Tackle made by number 22. That's Jalen Lee.
Yeah, and there was that ball was fit
You
into double. He fit that ball into double coverage right there. And these past couple of throws that we've seen out of Drew Bean have been pretty good throws after a couple of shaky first passes, and Blackman's moving the sticks.
Bean settles down, whistle blows. Napier was the ball carrier as that play was kind of developing.
For the sack, timeout, blue.
Timeout. Will Hester wants to talk to him, get him a little bit settled down.
Yeah, and that's for the confidence of a defense. When you give up a big pass like that on a 3rd and forever, you can kind of hang your head there, but it's, he's calling timeout. I guarantee what they're telling him right now is like, hey, look, they're still near midfield. We've got plenty of field behind us. Let's buckle down, force a punt, and get the ball back. We're going to get the ball coming out of halftime as well. So if we can get the ball back, our offense has plenty of time to try to make this a 2-score game and put the pressure back on Blackman.
It's been a good game. We thought it would be. Kind of a toss-up's what we thought.
And it has been so far. There's been no clear advantage on either side of the ball so far.
Got some scores for me?
We got the end of the first quarter. CPA leads Ensworth 7-0. And then Siegel still continues to maintain a lead over Ravenwood. It's 9-7 in that ball game. That looks like it's going to be a close one. Laverne and Franklin County are knotted up at 14. And that's what we got for now. We'll keep you folks updated best we can.
We go back to Beam, working out of that shotgun. Napier to his left. They'll let Napier have it. Was that number 1? Was that Adonis?
That was number 4, Jordan Brown.
Okay, Jordan Brown.
And Kate Castile knew exactly what the heck was going on right there. They see those 2 tight ends trade to the other side right there. They're going to that side of the formation, and Castile came downhill from his safety position at about 1,000 miles an hour, gets into the backfield and trips up Brown.
Beam out of the shotgun. Trey Knox down here by us, kids, but he goes to the other side of the field, and that's a little... Oh,
Elder,
boy.
he got Elder.
Got Elder. Touchdown, Blaze. Touchdown, Elder. The MTSU commitment scores for the Blaze.
Yeah, and a good throw again by Drew Beam right there. I thought he might have led him a little far, but I tell you what, Elder really turned on the Jets right there and got right underneath that football, caught it like a pop fly over his shoulder, and Blackman now trying to make it a 14-9 ball game. It's been back and forth.
Looked like the pass. Looked like the pass was a little rich, and Elder turned on the Jets and ran right underneath of it, it looked like to me.
Absolutely, yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Michaelis Elder, the MTSU commitment, and the PAT is good. So that makes you 14-9, so that makes it a 5-point game, Anthony.
And with this first half so far, I think this ball game is shaping up to be whoever gets the ball last is probably going to win the ball game. It looks like they're going to keep trading blows back and forth, and it's exactly what you wanted to see from both sides. You want to see a competitive ball game. You know, both teams doing a good job of representing their state. You know, it's Tennessee versus Alabama. You know, this is... You want to come out here and you want to make a statement, and both teams have done that so far.
You know, and I mean, I know Blackman's still trying to get their quarterback situation ironed out of who they want, but, you know, right now, if they can move it around and then let it trade out until they can really, you know, get somebody solid that they really like for playoffs, it may work for right now and keep it, you know, keep them all a little, you know, frisky until you get to that point.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I wanted to see improvement, and it looks like we've definitely seen some improvement out of Drew Beam here in this first half. First quarter, he started out a little slow, but boy, he's really unloaded a couple of home run balls to both Trey Knox and Michaelis Elder. Done a good job of keeping both of them involved.
Sure, it's Burks.
Fielded by number 2, DeMarcus Beckwith.
And Beckwith is tackled by number 44, and that's going to be Nathan Hobbs, 5'10", 185-pound sophomore linebacker. So what do you do if you're Will Hester? Stick with what you got with Gardner Flippo and run it, pass it.
Keep giving that football to Kadarius Thompson, because he has been tearing up Blackman this whole first half.
Flippo, and they let numbers, was it 6?
Yes, that was number 6. Quentin Jones right there on the carry. That's 5. That's 5. Can't have 2 of the same number.
That's Coleman.
Ball. But this is where I envision they'd have some trouble. I thought they'd have trouble running the football here tonight against this Blackman front 7.
Coleman to the left. He pulls it from the belly. Coleman throws behind his receiver. Number 27 was on the defense. Number 3 was the intended receiver, Trey Rhodes.
Well, 2 quick plays, and you've only gotten 1 yard out of it so far.
Not good.
Blackman defense has been building momentum slowly here over these past couple of drives, so we'll see if they can keep the ball out of Thompson's hands and force Flippo to look elsewhere.
3rd and 9. Kadarius Thompson, number 1's down here by us, kids, at the bottom of the screen. The sophomore quarterback, 2-step drop below. Who's he looking for? Kadarius Thompson. He lays out. He couldn't get it, could he?
Just a bit too far, and that was good coverage right there by Adonis Otey. Right there, what he did was he only gave Flippo one option there, and that was to try to go over the top and force Thompson to lay out for the football. You know, he didn't give him that back shoulder. He did not give him something right to the chest. He did a good job of taking away options right there for Flippo, and Blackman going to get the football back after a much-needed 3 and out.
With 8:37 left to go in the first half, Kit Hartsfield's got a lot of time on his hands. Just need to take your time. You got the lead. Play Blackman football. Ball going to take a real good Falcon bounce. It's going to go out about 18-yard line.
I was going to say right there, if you're Elder, learn from the mistake that Lee made earlier that you got your first touchdown off of. If it's a little knuckleball like that, and you've got guys breathing down your neck, just let it go and let your offense go to work.
So 8:28. I say you just take your time. If you do get a big play, you get a big play. But I'd mix it up a little bit, try to run it, maybe try to pass a little bit.
Absolutely.
You don't need to. I mean, you don't want to, just to start passing right off the bat because, as we all know, there's three things that happen in a pass, and two of them aren't any good. Beam out of the shotgun.
Tamika Napier.
Jitterbug type running back.
Taken down by defensive end John Turner right there.
Going to bring up second down.
Excuse me, that was Jalen Morris on the stops.
Bean. Back to Tamika Napier, but they blow the whistle. With 7:59 left to go in the first half.
Big ball foul. White lined up to use his own 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
That tight end coming across was lined up over the ball, and he was supposed to be off of it. We're going to back it up 5 more yards. Adonis Ote back in the game at quarterback for the Blaze.
Ote, the strong side is on his left side. They're just going to run a little wildcat. Ote takes it himself 25 up to about the 30, gets a first down up to about the 31, pick up of about 9 yards. Tackle on the play made by number 7. That's Dean Moore.
And he caught a good block right there from Antonio Malone, his fullback, leading the way through that hole. It was a good job. They ran that same play earlier right up there off the left side. They got that fullback out there working as a lead blocker. And they get the first down.
Little student body left's what we call that.
Yeah.
And back to Tamika Napier. Not much of a gain, going to bring up second down.
He was stopped by Preston Harden right there, the linebacker. And I tell you what, if Harden didn't get there, that might have been about a 30-yard run because it looked like Napier was going to have the angle on Cade Castile to be able to get to the sidelines.
2nd and 8 now for Beam, quarterback. I think he's going to talk about it. They're going to call timeout. What are they doing? Little miscommunication. Gary Evans cranks his right arm, puts that clock into motion with 7:05 left to go here in the first half. He slides Napier to his left. Bean. A little bit behind him, but he gets it to Trey Knox.
Say if it bounced or not. They're calling it a completion.
Number 7, Dean Moore, was there on the stop. Chain gang moves, boxman resets, and a fresh set of 4 given to Bean.
Blackman going hurry up again. A good adjustment right there by Trey Knox to go back and get on the ground and reel that thing in.
Move the ball into Falcon territory, working from the 46. Slide it up inside. And that's going to be Tamika Napier.
Number 3, Jordan Haley in there on the stop. They're going hurry up again, trying to make this big front 7 tired to where they can play right into their hands. If you got that same defensive group on the field, they're going to get tired and they're going to miss tackles and bad things can happen.
They switch quarterbacks and now they're with number 1, Adonis Ote. Ote, little wildcat, whistle blows as they were working this way. Little student body right. And right as it was developing, it's going to be against the Blackman Blaze.
Timeout 11 players set before the snap, 5-yard penalty. Remaining second half.
Yeah, and they got to work. They got to work this hurry-up offense a little bit more. They've been having guys line up in the neutral zone. They've been having guys, not all 11 guys, get set there on that play. But I like what they're trying to do. They're trying to make that Florence defense keep that same unit on the field. And when they got that much size, you wear them out, and that forces them to make mistakes.
You got Colby Alexander in the ball game out there, number 19. Boy, he's a good-looking kid.
Absolutely.
6'2", 170. They go back to Bean from the shotgun. He's looking downfield. They're going to stay with the air. They wanted Trey Knox.
Yeah, and good coverage right there by Jalen Lee. You know, Lee's got good size for a corner, so him being matched up with Trey Knox it's a good thing for Florence to have, because I tell you, they might be in a deep hole right now if they didn't have him out there. Did a good job of going up there and wrestling with Knox after Knox made contact with the football and knocked it away.
Blaze, it looks like, is going to call timeout. Third down, 3rd and 11. And the ball is marked just at almost the 47-yard line. Anthony, got any scores for me?
We're going to check on that right now, Stork. We sure do. So, Stewart's Creek still hadn't given up a point this year through 6 quarters. They're up 8-0 on Antioch. Franklin has jumped out to a 24-7 lead with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter over Riverdale. Ravenwood has taken the lead on Siegel. It's 14-9 in the second quarter of that ball game. It's halftime. Moore County leads Community 19-0. CPA up 14-0 on Ensworth. Tullahoma now up 34-0 on Coffee County with 8 minutes left in the second quarter.
What about Stewart's Creek?
Yeah, they're off to quite the start so far through 2 games. You know, their offense looked good last week against Siegel, and boy, the defense still hadn't given up a point through 6 quarters, so they got some things starting to get put together over there on the other side of Smyrna, Tennessee.
Kids, Alcoa Tornadoes don't play till tomorrow, so Gary don't play till tomorrow, so that's tomorrow afternoon right around 5:30 up in Kentucky, not Central. Beam, and
that was number 41.
There's a flag on the play.
Quintarius Abernathy right there.
Kind of a shovel pass there.
A little bit right there. It was a little counter play right there. They move everything to the right and they headed left, but Abernathy knew what was going on right there. Shoots across that left tackle's nose and is able to make a play back there. This defensive line of Florence has had a good game here tonight.
If you're Florence, I send the heat. I'm looking for special teams. I'm looking for the block if I'm Florence. I've already blocked one.
Got another one.
What did I just say?
They got another one.
What did I just say? Look at Will Hester down there on the sideline. Y'all don't think he's not excited?
That's 2 of them tonight so far. And if you're Blackman right here, you may need to switch some things up personnel-wise. Maybe instead of having all them guys spread out, we bring everybody in and get some more bodies there in the backfield to block. For a guy that wants to get off a rugby-style punt, you got to really give him time back there.
You can't be over 5 seconds back there. I mean, it's 1, 2, boom.
Yeah.
You take a bunch of steps.
Got to get the ball away, absolutely. Jonathan Burks, a junior, of course, backed up his brother.
Out of the shotgun. Falcons really want to score here with 5 minutes left to go in the first half. Shovel pass. Oh, it's a flea flicker. We're going way downfield. He's open. He's called it, Coach.
That's Kadarius Thompson, but there is flags on the play.
On the defense was number 27, Jalen Brown. We're going to call it back. Yeah, they're all headed the other way. That ain't going to work.
Boy, and you hate that if you're Will Hester. You come out and you run a trick play and nobody knows about it. You know, they don't have any film on you, and you got 50-plus yards on that pass completion, and it's going to come back. It was a good throw right there by Beckwith to Kadarius Thompson as well.
Illegal procedure called against the Falcons. They'll repeat that down, still first down, be 1st and 15.
Illegal formation.
Formation, I'm sorry.
Players on the line of scrimmage, 5-yard penalty, repeat, first down.
Quick score update in between on that Maryville-Oakland game. Oakland got on the board. It's 14-6. They went for a 2-point conversion and missed it. There's 10:59 left in the third quarter of that ball game.
Sounds like a great ball game going over in Maryville, Tennessee. We've got one going on right here. Number 6 is a quarterback. That's Gardner Flippo, operating out of the shotgun for the Falcons. With the 5 minutes left to go in the first half, 2-step drop. Ooh, kind of threw it behind him, Anthony. It wasn't right there. That was number 2. Beckwith, DeMarcus Beckwith, number 2.
And number 27, Jalen Brown, there on the coverage as well, and did a good job of really just blanketing Beckwith and forcing him to have to try to go up and catch that ball, and just couldn't reel it in. It's going to be second and long.
Flippo out of the shotgun, stands around on his own 42-yard line. 2-step drop, who's catching a little pressure. Looky here, no pressure there, wasn't even covered.
Whoa, They called that incomplete, and it looked like that would have been a catch in the NFL, I think. It looked like he got 2 feet down over there.
Wow, he was wide open, Coach.
Yeah, he sure was, and it was a good throw right there. And there was some blown coverage there in the secondary after Blackman was, again, blitzing. They've been blitzing all night trying to throw off the timing, and Flippo stood in there and delivered a good ball. And, boy, if you're Florence right here, this is just – things are going south on this drive, and you've had 2 big plays all for naught.
Yeah. You'll notice they do have number 13, Trey Knox, in there. Now, he is not committed. He's scheduled to pull the trigger next Friday. A lot of people waiting to see where he'll go. Looks like number 6, Quentin Jones on the carry.
Stopped out there by a host of
Or actually,
tacklers.
it's Coleman, number 5. His jersey's not tucked in right, Coach. Let's stick with Coleman. Now, they're in a 4th down situation, a 4th and about 8.5, and they're going to have to punt it.
Yeah, Aparicio going to go back deep to punt it. Blackman's still got all 3 of their timeouts. 4 minutes left. So we'll see if they can make it a two-score game.
Burn 3 downs in 40 seconds. Coach, this isn't good. He got that off. You still have to be proud, as sloppy and as ugly as that thing looked.
Yeah,
Start from the 20.
He had a little trouble. He mishandled the snap right there. Not a bad snap. He just tried to kick it before he caught it, and Aparicio ended up getting off a decent punt right there, and Blackman's going to start this drive from the 20-yard line.
Special teams, Anthony.
It's played big in this first half so far. We've had 2 blocked punts. We've had a muff punt recovered for a touchdown, and a near disaster down here turned into something good.
Blackman still on top, 14-9 with that 5-point lead. And who are they going with?
Drew Beam in the black.
Yeah, it looks like Beam. Beam operates out of the shotgun with that strong left. And it looks like they're going to go back with Brown, number 4.
He was wrapped up on the play by number 25, Preston Harden, in on his 2nd tackle of the night.
Jordan Brown, who's kind of he's just a fill-in. He'll play just about anything. Play receiver, play tailback.
Yeah, and he was big last year whenever Teague and Braxton went down.
Bad snap. Beam's in trouble. Beam is on the ground at his own 10-yard line, catching the Falcon heat.
Number 30, Tiberius Thompson, gets back there to make the play. And now Blackman
that's
in
not
a bad
good.
situation.
Yeah, 3rd and about 18 for them.
A little bit of sloppiness here over these past couple of minutes on both sides of the ball.
And here they are, guilty of doing the same thing, burning almost 4 plays in just a minute, not using that much clock.
Blackman, they charged the timeout to Blackman down there.
Florence High School likes to shows outdoor sports for the youth and 11 Rangers during the school year. Shows Outdoor Sports has new and boats, ATVs, and full-service shopping. So stop by and see them at their new location in the Old England store.
Get you folks a couple of scores real quick. We've got some Kentucky football. Warren Central up 42-41. Oh no, that's a final. Warren Central beats Trinity 42-41 in Kentucky.
Trinity has lost the last two ball games.
That's the second in a row for them. That's a Kentucky powerhouse school. Franklin County up 22-14 in the second, 21-14 in the second quarter against Laverne. That's what we got so far.
We'll have a little switch up at halftime. I'm going to jump on camera, plus do a little play-by-play. So we'll go down to a two-man shot. Judy not feeling real well, but we'll try to do our best. Beam is at quarterback. Two-step, three-step drop. Looks downfield. And who's he got? Adonis Otey at the 45, at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Adonis Otey, the Razorback commitment.
Boy, and just an unfortunate play right there for defensive back Nick Waller, the corner right there, tripped over his own feet, and he's in man coverage, one-on-one with Otey, and Otey was wide open. All Drew Beam had to do was just kind of lay that one in there, and a big play for Blackman. They capitalize on a mistake and make it a two-possession ball game for the first time we've seen tonight.
Burks on the field to try to pick up one more, make it 21-9. Actually, Satterfield, Jackson Satterfield, number 83, sorry. Satterfield, good kick. First time I've seen him.
21-9, he's 2-2 on his PATs tonight.
Sorry, Anthony. We've had like how many Burks?
Come
I
know. It's been 3 of them. There's been 3 of them. I played with the eldest one, and then.
All righty, we'll slide over here.
Yeah, there's been 3 generations of them. I played with the eldest one, Blaine. He was a year younger than I was, and then of course we just saw Thomas go through, and then this is the youngest one. As far as I know, I don't believe there's any more of them.
Well, I'm doing what I started to do when I started 18 years ago. I'm operating the camera and doing a little play-by-play. Still waiting. Is that Satterfield kicking?
No, it's Burks kicking.
So Burks is going to do the kickoff.
Burks with kickoff, and he'll punt.
Yeah.
And that's not good right there. Florence going to have good field position right here, and that's something they need with just 3 minutes left in the first half to try to bring this back to a one-possession game.
Anthony, your Will Hester, what do you want to do here? I mean, you're like you said, you need to get 6 is what you need to do.
Well, these past couple of drives, it's been kind of sloppy. You know, they kind of been looking the way that Blackman looked on their first couple of drives. You know, they're just not playing fundamental football, picking up blocks. You know, running the right routes. Flippo's missed a couple of throws. So what you want to do is get back to what you were doing earlier. Work that intermediate passing game where you were having success.
Flippo going to work out of that shotgun. Rolls to this side of the field, looking down, and completes it. He's got number 1 up to the 45, up to the 40.
Darius Thompson right there on the reception.
Brings the ball into Blaze territory. Chain gang is moving, and the box man will reset. And a fresh set of 4 given to Flippo.
Jalen Brown with a touchdown-saving tackle right there, but that's exactly what you need to do. Get back to what you were doing earlier. Work those short routes over the middle of the field. Get the ball to Thompson where he can make the defense pay.
Flippo operates out of the shotgun. Rolling to the right side, catch a little heat. Flips it up into the air. He's got a wide open man. He's at the 15. He's at the 10. Anthony can't see that far side of the field. Take it away.
That's number 2, DeMarcus Beckwith getting open right there. He ran a little bit of a long curl route right there, and Blackman in zone coverage didn't get over there until it was too late. And after 2 plays, Florence is knocking on the door. They're 11 yards out with 2:33 to go.
Flippo. And Kadarius Thompson putting some damage on the Blaze. Ooh, did he get batted?
Yeah, and it's picked off by Alec Patton, the defensive end. He's off to the races. I don't know if they're going to catch him. Look at the big man rumble.
Down to the 10, down to the 5, and he's into the end zone. A dream for every defensive man.
Oh, wow, yeah. That just such a big moment for the kid right there. There's a flag. We have a flag.
You've got to be kidding me.
On the far side of the field, it is sitting on the 42-yard line on what would be the top of the screen.
Is it going to be a little bit of a...
It was definitely after the interception, I'll tell you that. So I believe Blackman will keep the football. I don't know if the touchdown's going to stand.
Wow.
They were trying to set up that tunnel screen again. They had success with it earlier. They scored a touchdown on it. Blackman brought a lot of heat, and they did the same thing again. And I was about to hold my breath and say, uh-oh, they're doing the same exact thing. But Connor Murphy got back there and got his hands on it.
Man, you need some oxygen after that if you'd caught it.
Oh, boy, I tell you what. I actually did that one time when we were playing Cookeville in the first round my senior year, but thank God I was only about 10 yards away and I made it in. But great play there by Alec Patton. My hat is off to him. He did a good job of getting underneath that thing, getting his hands on it, and rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling down the field. But unfortunately, it was called back, but he got his team the ball back.
Let's see what Blackman does as they come out with their set. 2 minutes left to go here in the first half.
That's 2 touchdowns that have been erased this first half for Blackman as well. Florence needs to buckle down defensively after the interception right there and hold Blackman to kind of keep this at a 2-possession ball game heading into halftime. They do get the ball back after the half, folks.
Looks like they're going with number 3.
Tamika Snape here right there.
Looks like he picked up a couple.
Clock's still rolling. I don't know if Blackman wants to get too aggressive with things here, although they have shown that they definitely will. They're not afraid to air it out.
That's on the ground, Coach.
Little low.
Yeah, the intended receiver for Knox.
It's going to stop the clock as well, so see if Coach Hartsfield wants to run the ball, and if you don't get it, you force Florence to use a timeout, or if you stay aggressive here, try to pick up this first down and get a couple of more points on the board here.
You want to be careful and really not turn the ball over.
Field goal here would make it a 15-point ball game.
Adonis Otey, little wildcat. Shoot, he's going to get 6-7 yards. Chain gang will move, and the box man will reset. Fresh set of 4, giving to Kit Hartsfield and the Blackman Blaze.
It was enough for the first down. John Turner in there on the tackle. Pretty big hit on Otey right there. You don't want your quarterbacks, or anybody for that matter, taking too many like that.
They go back with Beam. He'll operate that offense. And Tamika Napier's in there and to the left or to the right of him. I'm hearing whistles.
Got a timeout, I believe, by Blackman.
All righty, Anthony, give me some scores.
Nope, we're going to. Well, he said timeout White, but pointed toward Florence. So we'll get the scores going for you, folks, as we approach halftime here in Florence. Smyrna's rolling again. They won 41-0 last week. It's not quite halftime in that game yet, and they're already up 41-0. Bulldogs off to a 82-0 start through not even 6 quarters so far this year.
It's like 06, 07 days putting up that many points.
Yeah, the days back when Sonny was playing. Maryville gets a field goal to make it a 2-possession game yet again. 6:22 left in the third. It's 17-6 Rebels. Franklin County leads Laverne 21-14 at the half. And we finally reached halftime in the coffee pot. It's 34-0 Tullahoma.
Be running clock, coach, at second half. Be out of Tullahoma. Be able to click off the lights early.
Yeah.
Beam out of the shotgun. 2-step, 3-step drop, looking downfield.
Oh, and he had him open. It was just a bit underthrown right there. And Drew Beam hitting himself in the shoulder pads. My bad, guys, my bad. But Elder, gosh, he's so fast. Got out there and got separated. Gets past the safety even though the safety's playing deep. And
59 ticks left. You beam, you got 2 downs, 3 downs actually. What do you want to do?
I want to see if Blackman starts working some out routes and stuff like that. Throw along the sidelines, try to get 7-8 yards and get it a little further down the field.
Rolling to this side, looking downfield, catching some heat.
Picked off.
Picked off, coach.
That was right to number 25. That's Preston Harden. He's got 3 tackles and an interception tonight in this first half. A good first half, and that's exactly what you needed right there if you were Florence. Blackman.
If you're Will Hester, heck, you got 53 seconds. You feel like you can go down there. They've thrown a couple of long ones. They got a quarterback who can zip it around.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going for it.
Yeah,
I'm Will Hester.
Absolutely. You still got a timeout to play with. See if you can't, even if you don't get it into the end zone, if you can get it down to about the 15 or 10-yard line, maybe you could chance trying to kick one. I don't know how far off.
All you want to do is get one of your guys to get a little bit of separation and go from there.
Yeah, they spread Blackman out, get one-on-one coverage everywhere that you can, and let Flippo throw that thing up there and see what happens. Let his receiver try to make a play.
Flippo out of the shotgun, rushes on, and they just tried to throw it up. You know who they was looking for? Their number 1 guy, and that is number 1.
Kadarius Thompson.
Incomplete. Second down. Clock stops.
I'm sure Coach Hester will keep trying to do what he just did. Just keep airing it out and see what happens. His defense has played a good first half. They had a fluke touchdown given up on special teams. And
Otay, the Arkansas commitment down here.
Matched up with Thompson.
Yep. They stick it on the ground.
Big number 92 for Blackman in there on the stop. That's nose tackle Lorenzo Smith. Had some help from number 2, Corey Williams. Clock still rolling. 30 seconds left.
Coleman was on the run, number 5. They just keep it on the ground. I'd say he does it again. No, going to roll to that side of the field. He's looking down. Is it intercepted? It is.
Number 6, Luke Hayes picks that one off. Back and forth all night. We've seen score, turnover. Big special teams play. This has been a heck of a first half so far.
15 seconds left.
2 timeouts also. You run a little deep out, make a catch, try to get out of bounds, or even something over the middle with 2 timeouts. I try to cut the field in half to where for a fact Drew Beam can get a ball up into the end zone.
You kid Hartsfield, I say you take a knee, but you are within striking distance, and they've got Beam out there.
Emilio Martin, Adonis Otay, and Michaelis Elder at the bottom of the screen. Trey Knox at the top.
Beam, 2-step, looking way downfield.
Knox got it.
Now they're within on the 12-yard line. Knox picks up the first down and then some in a lot of real estate. Moves it in the red zone.
And they called timeout. Got 9 seconds left.
Sorry, folks. I'm operating the camera and doing a little play-by-play at the same time. It's just me and Anthony.
Trying to help you out as best I can,
Well, Judy's a little under the weather. Me and Anthony having to take it on. 9 seconds left to go here in the first half. Got a score?
Got a couple of them real quick. We've reached halftime. Smyrna's up 41-0, that same score.
Running clock, second half.
Halftime in the Franklin-Riverdale game. Franklin's up 24-7. Not too late for Riverdale, but they got to get things moving.
If not, that one's going to be over real quick.
And Ravenwood now up 14-9 on Siegel in the second quarter of that ball game. And then right here, Blackman's got 14 yards to go. Not sure how far number 83 Jackson Satterfield, the sophomore, can kick. So we'll see what they elect to do. I'm guessing they probably throw one to the end zone, I'm sure, on this play. Lee in press coverage against Knox at the top of the screen.
Beam, two-step, three-step, going to the zone, to the corner, intercepted.
Picked off by Lee.
4 seconds
we had
left.
Some penalties. I think it may have been on Blackman. I'm not sure. No, we got a Blackman O lineman clapping.
They're switching.
Yeah.
Switching into defense,
Blackman's
coach.
going to keep the possession. That was a good play there by Lee, though. After giving one up on the first play, you like that he's able to battle and pick one off in his own end zone right there, because if that's a catch right there for Trey Knox, we're declining the penalty and it's a touchdown. So now they're going to force the sophomore kicker to try to connect on one from, we'll call it, 33 yards out.
Think he can do it?
Left hash, I mean, it's a favorable hash.
Oh, no.
Well, yeah, they got to mark off the penalty. I forgot about that.
He's getting a gift.
Got to mark off the penalty.
So it's going to be at the 7 with 10 yards. It's going to be a 17-yard deal.
17-yarder.
Surely he can get this, coach.
Not too much further. It's a couple yards further than an extra point. So kicking from the left hash. Florence has blocked 2 punts in this first half. We'll see if they can get in there and block a field goal attempt.
They're going to let the clock run out, and the first half's going to end regardless. What the heck? It's blocked. It's a live ball.
Had a bad snap right there.
1/10 of a second left on the clock.
A bad snap right there. It was a little high. The holder couldn't get it down, and just kind of a half-hearted effort. It's, what do you do at that point?
You Will Hester here. What do you do? You take a knee.
Take a knee.
You don't want any problems.
Yeah, don't throw something up. And the way things have been happening, 3 out of the last 4 pass attempts on both sides of the ball have been picked off. So you don't want to throw a pick and let Blackman run it back. Just take a knee. We're going to get the ball back after halftime. We've played a good first half. Let's go get some water and get back out here and get after it.
Appreciate everybody listening in on Stork Vision. The Blaze and the Falcons going on here. About 1/10 of a second left for the end of the first half. I'd like to thank our sponsor, John Jones Real Estate. John Jones sells homes. That's Rutherford County's #1 real estate machine. So follow him on Facebook. Any questions you have, you need to give that guy a call.
Don't forget about the truck, too, the complimentary moving truck.
Get the complimentary moving truck. Not only that, he was telling me, we were talking not too long ago, and he was telling me, from the time you decide to buy a home and the time you close, it's an 18-month process. So, if you're just sitting around, you and your wife, or you're looking for a house, it'll be 18 months before you finally get settled in from the time you make that decision to start getting aggressive about looking for a home or upgrading the one you got. And,
you can be sure John will be there the whole way.
I'm telling you, John knows what he's doing. He's a machine. Flippo out of the shotgun. Hester wastes none of them. Threw it in front of him, and that's the end of the first half. With your score, Blackman Blaze 21. And the Florence Falcons are setting at 9. Kids, we are going to take a little break because it's just going to be me and Anthony for the second half. And hopefully we'll come back and give you about 24 minutes of football. Appreciate you hanging out for Stork Vision.
are located at the merchandise table at the baseball field. Congratulations, Martin and Andrea Green. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's performance of the Falcons High School Big Blue Falcons Marching Band. This year's show is entitled Icons. Tonight's musical selections include W.C. Henry's St. Louis Blues, Aretha Franklin's Respect. We hope you enjoy tonight's show. Drum majors for the Falcon Band is Rebecca Dixon and Rebecca Burnham. Majorette captain is Emily Davis. Dance line captains are Joy Key and Emily Lovejoy. Color guard captains Izzy Saul and Mackenzie Kirkland. Drum major, is your band ready for tonight's performance? Falcon Band, you may take the field. feet and help us cheer the Falcons on as Big Blue plays the Florence High School folk song. and Brian J. Auxiliary sponsor, Jordan Cologne. Color guard instructor is Lacey Gonzalez. Major weather instructor, Katie Brooke Clinton. Cast line instructor is Sydney Booker. The Falcons band and parents would like to thank TNT Fire at Georgia Mountain, both in William and Tri-Cities Gas for your continued support of the Florence Falcons Big Blue Marching Band.
something new, the Cancer Slide Part 2, featuring the Blackman Band, and this time, we're gonna get funky, 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 funky. Everybody clap your hands, clap, 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 clap your hands, clap, 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 clap your hands. All right, now, we're gonna do the basic step, to the left, take it back now, y'all. One half this time. Right foot, left side. Left foot, left side. Cha-cha. now, y'all. Cha-cha again. Cha-cha now, y'all. Cha-cha again. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. Two up, two up. Two up, two up. Right foot, left up. Left foot, left up. Charlie Brown. Up and out now. Slide to the right. Slide to the left. Take it back now, y'all. Cha-cha now, y'all. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, do that stuff. Do it, do it. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm out here, y'all. Peace, peace.
Bob would like to thank First Metro Bank for being tonight's game sponsor.
right, everybody, and welcome back here to Braley Stadium in Florence, Alabama. Getting ready to get the second half underway. Just getting warmed up, but Anthony, boy, what a wild first half between two teams, and kind of comical, but it works, and it does put points on the board.
Wild may even be an understatement. I don't know if I've seen as wild of a first half as this in a while. We've seen some blocked punts. We've seen touchdowns called back. We've seen a muff punt picked up for a touchdown. We've seen some home run balls be completed for long catches. We've seen some runs nearly get broken for a long way. And I tell you what, these kind of knockdown, drag-out games always seem to go to the end. And with it being a two-possession game right now, I don't know if anybody's going to necessarily blow this one open, Stuart.
No. Blaze does have a lead, but, Falcons have showed they can strike too.
Absolutely, yeah. They come out real good in the first quarter. They definitely won that first quarter. And then in the second quarter, Blackman came right back into it. And, they've shown, both teams have shown me that they can fight. That's for sure. Blackman seeming like they're starting to kind of sort of figure out this quarterback thing. Drew Beam has been taking more and more snaps as the game goes on, and he's been progressing. Florence having a little bit of trouble running the football, but boy, Kadarius Thompson's been special to watch, along with Trey Knox and Michaelis Elder on the other side of the ball. Just a lot of explosive players out here tonight, and I expect a great second half as well.
Absolutely, and the one thing about it is, Blackman is a 6A school. Florence is a 7A. What's right on Will Hester? It's his first game as a Florence high school coach. And, his first game coaching the state of Alabama, he definitely wants to win. Kip Hartsfield won last week. He'd like to put 2 in his win column for the 2018 season. So, both coaches got a little bit of investment. You got some scores for me. Bring us back up to date.
Yeah, I do have some scores. And Oakland has made it quite the ball game. There is 9:06 left in the ball game was the last time that we had. And Oakland scored, got a 2-point conversion at 17-14. They're now, as of a minute ago, on the 2-yard line, knocking on the door, getting ready to take the lead. Less than 9 minutes left in that ball game. That one's going to come down to the wire, as we knew it would. It had to.
What a great game, and we hope Coach Creasy does come away with a win. Smyrna just winning, aren't they?
Yeah, Smyrna, fourth quarter, they're pitching another shutout. Still haven't given up a point this year, and they've had 2 straight games where they've put up 40 offensively. It's 48-0. They lead Wilson Central.
Talk to me a little bit about Stewart's Creek. They're getting hot. The Creek.
Stewart's Creek up 15-7 in the third quarter against Antioch. Xavier Myers punches it in from the 1-yard line, and it's now 21-17 Oakland Patriots. 4:49 left in the ball game.
Told a lot of people that would be one heck of a game. We've got one in front of us with 24 minutes left. Falcons and Blaze. Falcons won the toss. They elected to defer to the second half, and that's where we are right now. With your score, 21-9, the visiting Blaze have the lead, and here we go with the second half.
That's Thompson.
Maybe gets it out to about the 26, 27-yard line, 1st and 10.
Bowled his way over Jaden Lane, and Florence will take over. And on this first drive, if you're Florence, you need to respond. A little bit of sloppy play in the end of the second quarter, but it's a whole new half. We went in, we got some water. Let's see if we can't get back to what was working for us early, and it was that intermediate passing game.
Very impressed with Flippo, the quarterback. He's just a sophomore, kids, and here we go.
2 sophomore quarterbacks tonight.
Little jet sweep to that far side.
DeMarcus Beckwith trying to do some different things in that running game to keep Blackman honest. Don't want to let them drop too many guys off into coverage and take away that passing game.
2nd and 5 now for the Falcons. As the ball rests just on the 32-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to need to try to get the running game going in this second half, though, if they're going to keep Blackman honest. Nothing there. Connor Murphy on the stop, and it's going to be 3rd down.
They will go to the air. They're not scared of it, that's for sure.
Coleman on the carry right there, and they're missing Armani Goodwin right now over at Hewitt-Trussville, transferred out. He was one of their better players, that running back last year.
So 3rd down, 3rd and a long 6. Flippo in the shotgun. Let's see what he does.
Thompson is at the top of your screen with Adonis Ote.
He's looking downfield.
Ote picked it off. He won the battle there.
The Arkansas commitment has picked it off for the Blaze.
Not the best throw there by Flippo right there on that kind of a route, that go route. You want to get that thing up over the top of the back shoulder. He throws it in front of Kadarius Thompson, and Adonis Ote is going to pick that ball off 9 times out of 10, as he just did right there.
Boy, if you're Kit Hartsfield, you want to put your foot on the floor and go with it now.
Absolutely. This is the time where you kind of want to, you can begin to kind of step on their throat. A score here would be big. It would really take the wind out of the sails of Florence.
You're going to take a shot, aren't you, Anthony?
They've been doing it a lot tonight, so we'll see what happens.
Keep it on the ground.
There goes Tamika Napier. He's fast.
Did not have to take a shot. Napier took his own shot. Touchdown, Napier. Touchdown, Blackman Blaze.
Kind of a quiet first half out of Tamika Napier. You were waiting on him to break one, and he did right there. He got a good down block out of his left tackle. Michael Brown got off the edge and turned on the Jets. You were just waiting for him to get outside and kick it into 2nd and 3rd and 4th and 5th gear. And we saw it right there.
Did you not say he grabbed 2 touchdowns last week?
He did. He had 2 touchdowns last week and a $178 on the ground. So he's with that run there, he's nearing 100 tonight. Looking for his 2nd straight 100-yard rushing performance. Satterfield nails the extra point, and it is now 28-9 in favor of the Blackman Blaze.
The sophomore, just 5'10", 150 pounds, splits the uprights.
Boy, and that was quick. You know, that right there, we just said, you know, you come out and you can really take the wind out of the sails of Florence. This crowd has really quieted down right here.
Real quick.
It got real quiet. They've been chattering all night, and right now, if you're Florence, you have to respond, because if you don't, as talented as Blackman is, they can blow it open. They can blow it open. I really did not. I didn't see it happening, but the way things are going, if Florence can't put a little drive together and get some points on the board, this thing may go south quick.
Well, Florence has got to go, Coach. They need points.
Yeah, they need to take – right now, these past couple of – I think these last 3 drives in a row, they've thrown an interception. So, got to take care of the football. Got to take care of it.
I mean, you need points.
Satterfield going to kick off. It's fielded by number 2, DeMarcus Beckwith.
Not much there. Brought it up to about the 24, and that's where Falcons will start their drive. 1st and 10. Florence Falcons with 10:23 left to go here in the 3rd.
DeJon Gibson on the tackle, his 2nd tackle on special teams tonight. And this Blackman defense has been impressive. These first 6 quarters of the year, they've given up just 19 total points. That defensive line, you know, they got a couple of back, but and that linebacking core has really shown up tonight. They've been all over the field.
Sophomore quarterback Flippo operates out of the shotgun, hands it off.
It's a good run right there by Coleman, number 5.
Gets about 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Let's call it 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and right here, if you're Will Hester, I think you keep trying to do things like that. You need to kind of slow the game down and get your kids back in it.
Flippo Ooh, Coach.
Hell, he had him open right through the hands of the H-back Will Conrad right there.
And now it's a third down situation. In 3rd and 5, you need a first down. You need to keep the ball and keep the drive alive.
Absolutely, and right there, it's things like that, drop passes, penalties, and turnovers that have really just killed Florence these past couple of drives. He catches that ball right there. I think he gets the first down. He's about 1.5 yards behind the sticks. He's able to turn that thing upfield, but unfortunately, we're looking 3rd and 5.
Twins at the top, Flippo. Is that intercept? No, he completes it. Top of the screen.
It's like he's going to be right at the sticks. That's Cade Castile on the catch, his first of the night. No, they're going to say 4th and inches.
Wow.
And as gutsy as we know, Will Hester's got some guts.
He's going to run it.
He's got some guts to him.
I would. I'd go for it. I'd go for it and I'd run it. Run a quarterback sneak.
Absolutely. Even though you're deep in your own territory, I think I trust that big offensive line to be able to get you.
I tell my sophomore quarterback, get behind the center and just push forward.
Push him forward. Absolutely. Got a first down over there on the down marker, but the chains have not moved yet. Maybe coming out to measure.
Surely not, but Gary Evans is in charge here. Braley Field, and that's what he's doing. He's measuring it. He wants to look at it.
Got a first down.
Gary, right arm.
Castile got a half a football past the marker. But that's all you need. Just got to have that nose touch the marker.
All right, he saw a fresh set of 4 given to Flippo. And that's just what Will Hester was looking for. 1st and 10 now from right around the 34-yard line for the Falcons. Flippo is the quarterback operating out of that shotgun, and here we go. And now we got whistles before the snap. What happened?
Be a false start or illegal procedure. We're going to have a false start. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Florence Falcons.
Sorry, kids, it's been a while since I operated camera on a football game night, so I'm doing the best I can, plus trying to do a little play-by-play. They stick with Flippo out of the shotgun. And then somebody moved right as the ball was snapped, Coach.
Yeah, it looks like there's going to be 2 in a row.
Well,
they were trying to set up that same play.
Penalties, mistakes, coaches own those. So now ball's, what, at the 23 and a half?
23 and a half yard line. They're back to about where they started right now.
Now it's 1st and what, 20?
1st and 20. 1st and 20.
Flippo. Twins down here by us, kids.
Going to change it up a little bit.
Handoff.
Coleman's got nowhere to go.
No. I don't know if that's what I'd run, but I guess it's good enough for a couple of yards. Now, what, 2nd and 18?
Yeah, just try to get some of it back and see what you're working with on 3rd down.
Their money guy, Kadarius Thompson, is at the top. He's number 1. He's the guy that really has lit it up.
Yeah, and this Blackman defensive line, that 3-man front, we haven't called a lot of names tonight. They haven't been making a lot of tackles, but I tell you what, they've been doing a really good job of getting in those running lanes and clogging them up and freeing up lanes for those linebackers to make plays.
Flippo out of the shotgun. Trey Rhodes down here by us. And he goes in motion. That's number 3. Coleman.
Got another flag down.
Penalties.
There's number 9, Connor Murphy, in on the stop. Looked like he might be in a little bit of pain of some sort. Corey Williams trotting in and onto the field for him. I was going to say Blackman has 12 men on the field right now.
Yeah, but you can tell this is Gary Evans' first night. Not ever, but his first night for the 2018. All righty, Flippo out of the shotgun. Coleman to the left of him.
Got that tunnel screen.
Yep, or a hitch. Trey Rhodes, number 3 on the reception.
A bunch of white jerseys in there on the play. The first man to get there is Luke Hayes. Give him maybe 4 yards with the forward progress. And it's going to be 4th down and about 9.5.
You're going to. What do you do? What do you do? You're going to go.
Football.
You got to punt it. You got to punt it. It's not do or die yet. It's getting close, though, Coach.
Yeah. You can't give the game away. You got to punt it away and
don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, Fiorella.
Yeah, you gotta put things in the hands of the defense right now and hope they can get you a stop. And over on offense, you got to watch some tape and see what's going on out there. See if there's any weaknesses you can expose.
If you're Kid Hartsfield, man, you want to put your foot on the floor. Pick up another 6.
Another yellow hanky down on the field. Quite a few of those tonight.
Yep. I don't think if Will loses this, I don't think.
I didn't know the offense could encroach.
I think I was thinking about this. I don't think I've ever seen Will Hester win live where I've been in the stadium and him win live, because I was at Smyrna for what?
So many years.
Yeah,
and they just beat up on Laverne.
Yeah, and then he went to Williamson County. We didn't see him, so.
Got him a state title, though, with Ravenwood.
He sure did. A ring is a ring.
Elder's going to field it.
Look at that, along the sideline.
Tiptoeing down the sidelines. Made a little something out of that return. Got about 12 yards out of it, and the Blackman Blaze are going to take over.
At 6:34.
45. See if we got any score updates for you real quick.
First and 10 on the 45, Blaze.
Well, the Oakland-Maryville game is still the same score, 21-17. Maryville just got the ball back, and I think they're going to have about less than a minute, because I saw at 9:01, 2:58 left in the ball game, Oakland had the ball and Maryville forced a punt. So this is it. The ball's in Maryville's hands to try to win the ball game right now.
But they're not down, are they? Yeah, they are.
21-17, Oakland in the lead. Trey Knox at quarterback. There goes Trey Knox.
40, 35, 30. Little juke move up to the 25. He tiptoes. Did he get up to about the 20? Going to call him out just about the 22. Trey Knox.
Forced out of bounds right there by number 19, Isaac Mason.
Boy, he's going to make somebody a nice college prospect.
Absolutely. He's been in at wide receiver. He has now been in at quarterback, outside and inside linebacker tonight. He's been on 4 different positions. But we got a flag down.
Yeah, that's going to hurt. But still, it burns.
Might come back for a hold.
6:26 left to go here in the third. Yeah, that's going to leave a mark, 10 yards. Shoot, that's going to repeat the down. That's still going to make it 1st and 20, isn't it? Still first down. I'm pretty good, aren't I?
You are. Might need to get you out there.
Yeah, I've called a few games in my career. I don't want to do what I did at Smyrna during that freshman game one time. I literally stopped the game. I was calling the PA and ref made a stupid call, and I'm trying to stop the play across PA system.
Strong I formation right there.
This little old school.
To Napier. Load up that left side and let the man go.
Beam the quarterback.
Run a little bend power. We got a Falcon down on the 40.
And you know what? Your kid Hartsfield, run that.
Yeah, now you got to start milking it. You start milking it. We're in the third quarter. Move the ball upfield as slowly as you can. Try to get you at least one more for some insurance.
Let's thank our sponsor, Anthony. John Jones Real Estate right there in Rutherford County. Most of the new homes, he'll tell you, are going up around that Eagleville area. But I tell you what, if you've got any questions, he's got that free moving truck. If you use him, get to use it for a day or two. Of course, you got to clean it up and fill it full of gas. And, nobody knows more about homes and staging and curb appeal and who you need to get your loan through and all that stuff. He is the man. So when you get ready to make that decision about where you want to live, and we'd love for you to come on down to Rutherford County. That's where it's at. I mean, we're a football town. But anyway, when you get there, the first thing you want to do is get a hold of John Jones at John Jones Real Estate. And that's John Jones, sells homes. What you got for me, Anthony?
Christian Brothers has a 13-10 lead over Bob Jones in the third quarter. That ball game is coming down to the wire, and got 2 minutes left in the coffee pot. That running clock taking a toll on the Coffee County Red Raiders. The Tullahoma Wildcats up 48-0. This would be their first win of the season.
One of the oldest rivalries in Tennessee, the coffee pot. Tullahoma takes on Coffee County.
Trey Knox in at quarterback again.
Yeah, go with Trey. I like it.
Heavy set front for Blackman. A couple extra linemen in the game.
Trey
Reverses field.
50 up to about the 47.
Taken down by number 20, Nick Waller.
Second down, third down. Now it's going to be about, what, 3rd and 2?
3rd and 2. And if you're Florence right here, this would be a big stop to kind of get the momentum going back in your favor. Adonis Otey and Brown back in the backfield for Blackman now.
Otey going to run that offense. The Arkansas Razorback commitment. Otey takes it himself along that left side. Little Wildcat. He gets the first down, Coach.
The hole closed quickly, and he darted right up through there. That was a good run for Otey. And quick update, folks. Maryville scored.
You got to be kidding me.
Maryville scored. They got the extra point. It is now 24-21 Rebels. There's 39 seconds left in the ball game.
I don't know if Creasy's got a 39-second play. I told my buddies, I have a little email loop, but I told them all, I said, that's going to be one heck of a ball game. And
got a false start again.
Went back to the quiet running back, number 4, Brown, Jordan Brown.
Yeah, that's a name that we're going to hear more later on in the year, though, I guarantee it. He played a big role last year. He came in.
He did. And when I say he's quiet, he's just not. It's not a whole lot of yardage. He ain't going to make a gash or run for like 50, 60 yards.
He's that every 3 down type of back. When Napier rips one off and needs to come out to get a shot of water, he's the guy they're going to throw out there.
Yep. Going to keep him active. Here we go. Sorry, I'm running the play-by-play camera and doing play-by-play.
Brown gets a couple.
Just keep that clock running if you're Blackman.
And if you're Florence, really not a whole lot you can do right now except you just can't give up points. No matter what you do, you just got to get the ball back. You can't give up points, and you're going to have to hope your offense can throw the ball like they were able to in the first quarter, because they're really going to need to now. 2nd and 12, and they need a lot of yardage to get a fresh set of 4. Adonis Otey, he's going to bring it to this side of the field on a Wildcat and is not going to get it. Wrapped up quickly. It looks flag on the play late. Anthony, not good. Throwing clipboards down over there on the Blackman sidelines, and I'm sure they're saying a few choice words over there. Not happy. Keep the filter on, Anthony. Keep the filter on. 4:10 left to go in the third quarter. Blaze 28, Falcons 9. Let's wait for the call. Here we go. If it's against Blackman, I think you go ahead and you take it, because if you're Will Hester right now, you got to play the field position game. You need to set your offense up with as best a field position as you can get them. Third down. They do refuse it. They want to go ahead and so now try and get the ball back now. 3rd and 12. All right, old buddy, need to turn your loudspeaker off. All right, here we go. So let's go 3rd and 9. Drew Beam back in at quarterback for the first time on this drive. Yeah, and I don't know if I'd put it in the air or just run it. See what that, I mean, they hadn't really been that much success, not much success. They give it to Elder. Going to get stopped just short of the first down. A good tackle right there. That is the 4th tackle of the night for number 25, Preston Harden. He's got himself an interception tonight as well. So now it's 4th down. Do you go for it? From the 35, yeah. It's still a little short to punt, but a little too long to kick. So, all right. Beam in at quarterback. You run the ball. 2-step drop. He's looking downfield. He's got his man. Little curl route and a late flag. Probably going to get a face mask because they ripped his helmet off. Little curl route right there. He beat Lee on the curl. Trey Knox. Martin into the game for Knox. His helmet came off, so he's got to come out. And Knox will pull the trigger next Friday. Is that what he's saying on Twitter? That's what I thought I heard. I'd have to look and double check, but what I heard was he was saying that he was going to go ahead and make a commitment somewhere. So all eyes are watching. We've watched him play since his sophomore year, and he's been an excellent. Ever since then, ever since he was a sophomore. He came out as a sophomore and looked like he was a senior. You know, big physical kid, great hands. Arguably the best receiver to come through Blackman High School in its history. I asked Coach Abernathy from University of Tennessee, I said, what do you like about Trey Knox after his sophomore year? He said, runway. He just had so much runway left, and he just said, you know, world's in front of him. All he's got to do is work out, keep his nose straight, and play football. Looks like Blackman going to get up under center in the old I formation. Gotta love it. 2 tight ends. 1st and goal. Tamika Napier is going to get about 5. Coaches will call that play Bob, big on big. If I'm an offensive lineman, I'm looking straight at the guy right across from me. I'm going to hit you. We're going to let our running back get up into the middle of the hole, try to get us a couple yards out of it. Elder back into the ball game with Trey Knox in the backfield. Blackman trying to get some insurance here. What happened? I was ready to watch Knox in at quarterback. Too much time, Coach. We do have a play clock down there. So 5-yard penalty, repeat the down. Excuse me. Florence has got to keep Blackman out of the end zone here. They blocked a field goal earlier, so. But Worst comes to worst, you have got to keep them out of the end zone. Time ticking down here in the third quarter, down by 3 scores.
Knox keeping himself go right up the middle along this right side. He's going to score. Touchdown, Knox. Touchdown, Blackman Blaze.
Got a receiving touchdown. He's got him a rushing touchdown tonight. And a nice patient run right there by Trey Knox. He let his blocks get set up. A couple of down blocks, kicked them defensive tackles, and that inside linebacker toward that left hash. He cuts it to the right and is able to sneak his way into the end zone.
Now, what do you want to do if you're Will Hester? Do you just want to keep pounding and coming after him, try to get better? Or do you want to play some other guys? We still got a whole quarter.
Yeah,
you're not out of it.
You got to keep playing for right now, absolutely. Satterfield's extra point makes it 35-9, Blackman Blaze.
Your score, Blaze 35. Falcons 9.
We've got little update on that Oakland game. They had a long pass, got down to the Maryville 36 with 12 seconds. They had a 5-yard penalty and an incomplete pass with 2 seconds left. They called timeout. There's 2 seconds left in the ball game. And they're on their 41. They're on the Maryville 41.
Our assistant principals and staff have a continued support of Florence Falcons football.
Satterfield kicks off, where it's going to be fielded by number 1, Kadarius Thompson. Whoa! What a hit right there by number 27. Thompson looked like he was getting ready to hurdle him, but Jalen Brown able to wrap him up and flip him over his shoulder.
By giving the community economic investment, productive citizens, and civic service, your system, our community, one Florence.
Florence will take over. Got 2:12 left in the third quarter here at Braley Stadium. Flippo takes the snap and gives it to Coleman, who's got a lane off the right side. Through the Blackman secondary. He's to the 30, 25. And he is going to be fought down at the 10-yard line. They've been looking for that all night. A big run right there. About 45 yards. Gets him down to the 10-yard line where it will be first and goal for the Falcons.
Sorry, kids. I was switching, letting Judy come on. We needed to replace a card, and we're back in business now. $1:59 left to go here in the third.
They give to Coleman again.
Boy, he's pushing.
Still on his feet.
Right up to about the 4-yard line, Anthony.
Two good runs right there, and Florence is knocking on the door. They're not gone just yet. They give to Coleman again. He's going to be tripped up at the 1.5-yard line.
On the 2.
Flippo is the quarterback. Got Coleman to his left. And they give to Coleman. Coleman's going to, he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Coleman. Touchdown, Falcons.
It's a good effort there by Adonis Ote, but Coleman took over on that drive right there and got his team a much needed touchdown right there to kind of keep themselves in the ball game, bring it back down to a 3-possession game heading into this fourth quarter.
Boy, we are very appreciative that Judy is back in.
Absolutely. I'm just glad she's feeling better. I know she's been having a rough time.
Yeah, she's a trooper hanging in there. PAT attempt in order. Caleb Harkins, and he picks up 1. So the score now 35-16. What do you do, Anthony? You need 15 points.
Yeah, I mean, you got a quick score, which was great. They needed that bad. Basically, by doing that, heading into this fourth quarter, you're still in the ball game. It ain't over yet. But you got to tell your defense, look, Blackman has been trying to pound the ball, and they're doing what they're doing. So I think if I'm Will Hester, it's risky with as good as these receivers are, but you've got to load the box, and I think you got to start sending pressure. You got to try to force a turnover here.
Yeah, correction, 19 points. Get to where you try to do too many things at once, Fiorella. I was over there running the camera, I was running the audio board.
You hung in there, though. You did good.
I stayed with it. It's a lot of pressure is what it is.
We've got a final in Maryville, Tennessee. Oakland threw a Hail Mary pass from the 41-yard line with 2 seconds left, and it was knocked down, and Maryville hung on and won 24-21.
Be interesting to see what Kevin Creasy's got to say this next Wednesday as Inside the Headset continues.
Squib to Elder. If he can get out there, he might take it.
20, 25, 30. 35 going to run out of bounds right at about the 37-yard line.
He was stopped right there by the kicker. That was Aparicio.
Michaelis Elder, number 7 for the Blackman Blaze, a 5'9", 170-pound senior.
I'll tell you what, I know Coach Austin Silvoy at MTSU is going to love that guy as a slot receiver here in the next couple of years. He's fast, explosive kid with good hands, and he's going to do some damage on Saturdays.
Once again, we appreciate our sponsor. That's John Jones. John Jones Real Estate. John Jones sells homes. With about 39 ticks left to go here in the third. This has been a long third quarter. Adonis Otay. Hands off to number 3. That's Tamikis Napier.
We got a final in the Riverdale-Franklin game. Coach Webb takes it over Coach Kreisky's Riverdale Warriors. The Franklin Rebels win 24-7. So right now, if you're Blackman, Oakland just went down. Riverdale just went down.
You have
an opportunity to get number one in the standings.
Coffee County
getting ready to head into region play as well.
And Coffee County didn't do much in the coffee pot tonight.
No, not at all. I think that game just went final. Let's take a look real quick.
Really appreciate the athletic director at Florence High School letting us come down and do our broadcast.
That coffee pot is final. Coffee County got on the board. They didn't get shut out.
They did not get shut out.
48-8 was the final score. Tullahoma takes it for their first win of the year. Her coach has been out there for going on 30 years now, John Olive.
John Olive.
He's been out there quite a while.
He has. You know what? I think I interviewed him, or I can't remember. Maybe I interviewed Chad and we talked about John Olive, but I remember John Olive.
It could have been that, because I remember when I
think I interviewed Olive.
When I was at Blackman, we played Tullahoma.
Yeah, we had the I-Train, scored about 7 touchdowns down there in the first half.
They got a big old sign out there at the Inferno with him on there right now.
With Octavius?
Yeah. They put.
Is he on the sideline tonight for the Blackman Blaze? I mean, he is coaching, isn't he?
I believe he's been helping out with running backs. I think I see him down there standing on the 25. I can't tell if that's him or not. Got an orange hat on.
Judy the Beauty's got great zoom in.
That's got to be him.
Let's see.
Pick your head up.
Pick your head up. Let's check out that beard. Look at those legs.
That's got to be him. It's a big guy, whoever it is.
Yeah, it's a big guy.
I think that's got to be him. No. That's Antonio Allen. I played with him as well. He was a fullback and linebacker.
He follows me on Instagram.
Yeah, that was Antonio Allen. Meanwhile, back here, Adonis Otey will keep one.
Yep. Tried to be tackled out there by number 93 for the Falcons. That's Isaiah Nelson. 6 foot, 275 pound senior, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 3rd and 5, or 3rd and 4. Let's call it 3rd and 4 from the 45. Otey, Napier to the right. Otey takes it himself. Otey wants it. I don't think. I
think you got it. Nope, they're going to mark him a half a yard.
Yeah, going to be right up to it's going to be about a yard short, right up to about the 48-yard line.
I gotta hand it to this Blackman offensive line though. Here in this second half, they've really picked it up and they've fired off the ball, created some good running lanes, and it's made for some success for Otey and Trey Knox and Tamika Napier and even Elder back there taking some handoffs.
Absolutely.
And honestly, I think that's what it's come down to tonight so far. It's just Florence is definitely a very talented football team, and I can tell they're gonna be competitive this year. But Blackman's just got so many weapons on that offense. It's hard to stop all of them.
They got a young quarterback. They need to work a few things out, some communication and stuff. They're going to be all right.
Moore County got another win tonight. They won 32-12 over Community. And Ravenwood is up on Siegel 21-17 in the 3rd quarter.
Siegel fixing to be 0-2, Coach. Trey Knox operating out of a Wildcat. Goes right up the middle, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Trey Knox, number 13.
Had a missed tackle right there up the middle. That was number 10, Carson Castile, the younger Castile brother. And he had him after about what would have been a 6-yard carry, but Trey Knox picks up his 3rd touchdown of the night, his 2nd rushing touchdown. That sounds weird to say. The receiver's 2nd rushing touchdown of the night.
Satterfield on to kick that PAT. Satterfield, just a sophomore. He got it. Added another one.
Good snap, good hold, and good kick.
41-16. Blaze. 42.
42-16. And here this late in the 4th quarter, some fans starting to file out now.
Of Braley Stadium here in Florence, Alabama. 120 miles from the Nest in Murfreesboro.
Got to say thank you to Coach Hester for having us out, though. It was a fun trip. So it's been... Game's not over yet, and it's still continuing to be fun. Beautiful facility here at the University of Northern Alabama. Florence is blessed to be able to play their home games at such a nice facility, and I'm sure Blackman would love to be back up here as well. I'm sure the two would like to continue this.
You know, for us, it wasn't that bad of a drive. Got down here, logistics and everything. Everybody treating us real nice. Nice hospitality. Elevator, folks. Elevator to help us get all this equipment up to the 3rd floor. And I got to say that I am just blasting your living room with the flux capacitor of my live view boxes. We're bringing all this action to you from Florence, Alabama. I don't think we've had a minute's trouble.
Beckwith.
Ooh, nice hit.
Took a lick from number 2, Corey Williams.
Yeah.
It's his 5th tackle tonight.
That's what you like to see.
They're going to throw a flag for celebration.
Really?
Gary Evans didn't like that. Unsportsmanlike.
Was there a little too much celebration, or were they just getting chippy?
All I saw was he took a couple of steps, ran toward his sidelines, beat his chest twice, and that was it.
Well, I tell you what, good thing that Ty Shark Nick's in on there and throw up that big fin. That big fin wouldn't work, would it?
No, I don't think he'd let that fly either.
Every time Ty Nix, who played at Oakland, when he would get a big sack, he'd throw up a rooster tail type fin of his hand up on top of his helmet and strut around the field like the rooster he is.
On the wide, 15-yard penalty, it'll be first and 10.
Yeah, and you got to be careful with one of those because you get another one, you get knocked out and have to set a game.
Yeah, you could for those unsportsmanlike. You do have to be careful. Got a final. Laverne drops to 0-2. They lose to Franklin County 36-21. More competitive than they were last week, though.
You know where Stanley used to coach, don't you? Or Stanton.
He's still out there.
Stanton
Stevens. He's still out there at Laverne.
Right, but you know where he coached before he got to Laverne?
No.
He was at Oak Ridge High School, and he's one of the few people. He is the only person in the county, probably in 100-mile radius, that's beat Gary Rankin from here.
Wow.
Still coaching. Batted down.
What a play by Murphy coming off the edge right there, getting into the passing lane.
Absolutely.
Blackman linebackers have been all over the field tonight. Well-coached group of kids. We've got some reserves coming in on that defensive line. As Alec Patton trots out of the game, he's had a heck of a night. Gosh, I feel bad for him. That touchdown got called back.
Yeah, 2nd and 10. We'll pass out to the flat. Completed it to number 3, Coleman.
Good tackle right there. That's number 8.
Excuse me.
Sean Gibson.
No, number 3 is Trey Rhodes.
Clock ticking down. We're going to have less than 10 minutes when this ball's snapped.
Sorry, Will Hester is using the same numbers for offense and defense, just the same numbers. Like he's got a 3 on offense and a 3 on defense, so you got to go all the way across the sheet, so sorry. Looky here, Flippo. Ooh. And who was he going for? Kadarius Thompson, number 1, the stud.
They're going to throw a flag, call pass interference on Gibson down there, I think.
Well, right now, I'll tell you what you want to do. You just want to shut your mouth at 9:41 and get out of this one, Coach.
Yeah, you don't want any dumb mistakes or dumb penalties getting kids suspended for next week.
No.
Absolutely not. I mean, on the offense, those are going to offset.
And it's absolutely going to do 0.
Offsetting penalties.
Once again, the winner of the season tickets, the Martin family. If you will please go and receive your reward over at the entrance next to the baseball field.
Still quite a few starters on the field on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
Have to say probably after another series for Blackman, might get some younger kids in the ball game.
So he's got Trey Rhodes down here by us, along with number 7, Dean Moore. Flippo, 2-step drop, looking down the field. Ooh. He wanted 7, he wanted more.
Got to keep running a little bit if you're Castile right there. I know that wasn't the route, but first things first, you got to get to the football before you can catch it.
Yeah.
We're going to have a 4th down now. I'm sure Coach Hester going to go for it. Got to at this point.
Yeah, you do.
See if they'll try to go downfield.
And if you're Kid Hartsfield, the minute you get the green lights, you want to get those starters out there and get those 2s and 3s in there and let them have it.
Yeah, you don't want anybody getting hurt.
Not only that, you just
great play right there.
You just don't want to. It's not only hurt. It's dangerous to be in there when you've already got to win. Somebody gets smart off to somebody. You know how that can get out of control.
Yeah. Flippo rolling to the left right there, and that pass was batted down by Jory Pugh for Blackman. And they're going to go ahead and
turn it over. Yeah, turn over on downs.
Good field position for them.
Alcoa plays tomorrow afternoon. Diamond Media out of Knoxville will carry that game. So if you really want to watch a little high school football, I know it is ESPN High School Football Weekend. If you want to watch a good one, watch old Gary Rankin. I think he goes off 4:30, 5:30 tomorrow afternoon. He'll beat the stuffings out of you, I'm telling you. Jordan Brown.
Keeping those legs churning.
Brown. What'd I say? Just good. We talked about him earlier. Just good little solid player. Not trying to do a whole lot. Not real fancy.
Absolutely not. Following his blocks, keeping the legs churning, getting those extra yardage, getting that extra yardage, I should say. And it's all you can ask for out of a running back. Just put your head down, go 110%, and do what you can do with it.
Drew Beam has handled the game and the responsibility pretty good tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that he's impressed me tonight. He was a little slow in that first quarter, a little slow getting started, but once he got started, man, he made some pretty good throws tonight. And for Kid Hartsfield, that's a gold star right there. You know, that was one of your biggest questions coming into the year that I think you're beginning to see be answered. I don't think he'll take all the snaps next week. I think Adonis Otey will still be out there, but Beam had a good game tonight.
Go back to Brown. They got number 30 in there right now. It's Antonio Malone, 5'10", 195-pound junior.
Stopped by the 275-pound defensive tackle, Isaiah Nelson, but not after he got the first down.
Colby Alexander, the 6'2", 170-pound wide receiver, ducks in at that tight end. And a little miscommunication on that. And
it's a smart play there for a sophomore quarterback.
Drew Beam does the right thing and just covers it up.
Yeah, he could have picked that thing up and just chucked up a prayer real quick that could have possibly gotten picked off.
Which would have been a train wreck, Anthony. Complete train
wreck. But not like we haven't seen some train wrecks earlier in this game.
We have seen a few train wrecks here in Florence. Brown to the right.
It's going to be 2nd and 20.
Beam looking downfield, and he just kick it out of bounds.
Throwing it away.
Yeah.
Smart play again. 3rd down, 20 to go. The clock will stop on the incompletion at 7:46. But for the Florence Falcons tonight, you know, you showed that, hey, you know, we can come out and we can pick up some big plays against big-time teams. You know, it was not the effort that they wanted to see tonight. Well, not effort, I should say, but not the result they wanted to see tonight. But the effort was there, and they made some good plays tonight. Hung in there for the most part here until this 4th quarter.
And there's another flag, and that ain't good. We've talked about those flags.
Yeah, they were hanging all over Emilio Martin there. I would venture to say this has got to be a defensive pass interference call.
Well, Warren County versus Cookeville, and they're both looking for a win, so that's where we'll go to Cookeville next Friday night.
Yeah, Cookeville's going to be a very different football team, along with Warren County. Warren County lost some kids last year that were some talented kids, but Cookeville just across the board is going to look completely different.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see what they can do.
And we got to go see our good friend Jimmy Maynard.
Absolutely.
The Cookeville people, open arms. I mean, give us a key to the city. I mean, Girl Scout cookies, you name it, they take care of us.
Everything. We had dinner there, and they were just Very nice, very, very nice hosts. And I'd love to go back there as long as they'll have us.
Well, and next year we're going to make that move, and folks, we are going to have an overnighter. Well, yes, we're going to Memphis next year. Already made the promise to Coach McDaniel, and we'll go into Christian Brothers High School and watch that purple wave. Try to do that in non-conference at the beginning of the season. Blaze just keeping it on the ground. There's no sense to put it up into the air, kids. Brown on the carry. Number 4. Once again, appreciate my sponsor, John Jones. John Jones Real Estate. John Jones sells homes right there in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Rutherford County guy. And he helps all schools. I'm telling you, he's behind the scenes helping them all. Bean. Whoa. Could have been intercepted, Coach.
Yep. That's why he's playing defense, though. He may not have the best hands to play receiver, but he was there and made a play, and they're going to get the ball back.
Yeah, and time's not moving as fast as a lot of people wanted with 6:57 left to go in the ball game.
No, but right here, if you're Florence,
what do you want to do?
Try to get you another score. I mean, you've been competitive all night, and you don't want to stop competing. You want to come out and show, like, hey,
we got a new quarterback.
We didn't get the result, but
we got a new quarterback.
That's Beckwith back there.
Yeah, he is. He's running with Beckwith. Little Wildcat, isn't he? DeMarcus Beckwith.
Reverse. That's Kadarius Thompson,
who is a stud.
Beckwith's 30, out there blocking.
40, 50. Look there. The kid's got some moves, you all. Up to the 37-yard line of the Blackman Blaze. He gets a first down and then some. Chain gang will move, and the box man will reset.
Boy, I tell you what, too, you've realized that, like, hey, we can do a whole host of things offensively as long as Kadarius Thompson's in the ball game. That's another plus that they discovered tonight. He tore up a good Blackman secondary, and he made some catches on an SEC commit.
Yep. He's a weapon for sure. Back to Beckwith. Beckwith running for his life, brings it to this side and just going to get out of bounds. Chased out of bounds by number 9, Connor Murphy.
We've got a final in that Ravenwood Siegel game.
I was getting ready to say, I thought you just said Riverdale got beat. No. How many times can we beat them in one night?
I saw R and misread it.
Okay.
But Ravenwood comes out a winner over Siegel, 21-17.
Ravenwood barely beat Siegel by that. I mean, because Siegel really didn't show me that much in the Jamboree and then got beat,
Better week this week, though.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Definitely not 28-0.
That's right.
They lost by 4 points tonight, so.
It's going to be tough being a Siegel Star this fall.
Yeah, they dropped to 0-2, and with as much talent as there is in Murfreesboro, you'd like to think Riverdale, even though they're sitting at 0-2 right now, they're going to pick it up.
And someone said that, that we're down. It's not that, it's just the way it is right now, the way that some of the talent is shifted. There's a lot of young, really good kids in the county right now.
Right, that's what it is. We've been spoiled with the amount of talent that we've seen come through Murfreesboro these past couple of years, and a lot of them were the same age, literally. A lot of them just graduated. We had 2 kids from Riverdale that were big-time ball players. We had Master Teague at Blackman, a big-time ball player. Jerron Rooks at Oakland. We had a few kids at Oakland, and even some kids from Siegel. They had that offensive tackle. Mm-hmm. I think he ended up going to Tennessee. So they were all the same age and just graduated. There's still talent here. We just don't know who it is yet because we haven't seen them.
Yep, you're exactly right.
5:55 left in the fourth quarter here.
You all, I couldn't do this without Judy. She's the best. She's a little bit sick, but she is still hanging in there. Went to the truck, took a nap. I ran the camera for the third quarter, which was a complete disaster, me trying to call a game and run the camera and do it all at the same time, but I did it. But
she's been fighting tonight. We got to clap for her. She's been doing great, hanging in there.
You're driving home, Anthony. Here we go with 5:55 left to go in the ball game. I mean, if I'm the Falcons, I definitely want to
Get the
push.
ball in the end zone.
I mean, heck yeah, I want to score. Beckwith. He's just going to take off up to the 20.
Boy, and there's still a lot of starters in on this Blackman defense, and
You would be too if you had Beckwith out there. I mean, he's a big kid.
I mean, this is a little too, maybe a little too late tonight to make a difference. But another thing that you discovered with Hester is like, hey, you know, if we need to, we can throw this kid in the backfield at quarterback, and he can make some stuff happen.
Absolutely, and Flippo didn't do a bad job tonight. It's just that they need to get a few things worked
Bad
out.
snap.
Boys, that hurts. I think the refs stopped that play a little quick, don't you? I mean, I think it was.
There was a flag down.
Okay.
Dead ball. False start. On the offense, still first down.
Boy, and all these penalties and oddities and everything else have made this one kind of drag on.
Yep.
We kicked it off at 7 o'clock. We're sitting at 9:49 right now, so just under 3 hours this ball game is gone.
Taking a little bit, Coach.
We got spoiled last week. Last week went quick.
We did. We was in ranking mode, wasn't we?
Yeah, that clock was rolling.
And Beckwith hands it off. Coleman, number 5. Yeah, up to about the 13-yard line. Get some guys with their hands on their hips.
Yeah, it's been a long, hard-fought game. Been physical on both sides of the ball.
Beckwith out of the shotgun. Coleman is to his right, the strong right.
More pressure coming off the edge.
Beckwith.
Matthew Hall in there like a missile.
Yep.
Making the stop. It's going to be third down. This is a 13-yard line.
Boy, Lorenzo Smith's a big kid on that far right side, Anthony. Big 92 for Blackman. There's Coleman again. Brought down by number 27.
Got a couple of good blocks right there. If he could have got through that second level, he would have found himself a one-way ticket to the end zone.
Would have. Jalen Brown on the stop.
Yeah, Lorenzo Smith was a guy that we saw. He didn't start, but he played quite a bit last year. Now that he's been starting, he's had a good first game.
Beckwith. Coleman. Not much there. Gets it up to about the 5.
It's gonna be a first down though. It was not goal to go. They had to get to the 5, so they're gonna get 4 plays to try to move 5 yards.
And who comes up off the bottom? Number 10, Matthew Hall for the Blaze. He is a missile.
Yeah, that kid's been all over the field tonight, just like his mates at linebacker, Corey Williams, and number 9, Connor Murphy. And defensive backs, they had a little bit of a rough time in that first quarter, but going against such a good receiver like Thompson, he was really the only one causing the big damage.
Beckwith. Coleman into the end zone. Stuck with it. Will Hester ball. Stuck with it. Picked up 6.
It's a good score right there for Florence. You know, they tried something different, and they figured out, hey, it worked. So moving into next week, that's another weapon you got in the arsenal.
Absolutely.
As a new coach, you know, you're trying to figure things out personnel-wise. This is remember, week 1 for them. This is their first game.
You know what? And with Smyrna winning, and Blackman's got them on the schedule here quickly. They're going to be playing them quickly, so that'll be a great matchup. And that's
it's been a little bit since Smyrna's gotten the best of Blackman, but I tell you what, the way that Smyrna's been playing,
that's going to be down to dog pound.
Yeah.
Beckwith bad snap. It's on the ground. Now they picked it up, and who is it?
Cannot return it.
You just can't do that. Well, Matthew Hall, number 10, the heat-seeking missile.
But he would have scored if he could have returned it.
He would have.
Your score, Blaze 42, Falcons 22.
So with 3:41 left to go in the ball game, Blaze got this one in the bag.
Going to get the ball back. Like to see if they get some younger kids in the ball game.
Yeah, you
get
do.
Some of the JV kids some snaps, and same thing for Will Hester. Get some of those JV kids some snaps on defense, and maybe you get one more drive offensively that you could, see what ends up happening. But
absolutely. Well, it'll be interesting to hear what Coach Kevin Creasy's got to say. Don't have to worry about an undefeated season. You caught one in the chin, so.
But if it was going to happen, you want it to happen.
You want to lose to Maryville. If I'm going to lose, I want to lose to Maryville.
And early, too.
Yep.
They're still.
Number 7, Elder, the MTSU commitment, 5'9", 170 pounds. Take it away, Anthony.
He got stuck by number 4. That has been Terrius Gibson, but it's going to come back for a block in the back. I did see back there. So Blackman is going to start deep in their own territory. See if we can't get you these last couple of finals tonight. I'd like to thank your brother Sam.
I'll tell you what, he's a great guy. Did Tommy win? Coach McDaniel?
Let's see. Got a final score. Christian Brothers 16, Bob Jones 17.
You're kidding.
Nope.
Got beat by 1.
Lost by 1.
Wow.
And,
boy, don't you know he'll be fit to be tied?
Yeah, they. Oh, that's rough. That's a rough loss by 1 point.
And was ahead when we been watching him earlier.
Yeah, they were. And another update. Still in the fourth quarter. Game's not over yet, but CPA's up 31-21 on Ensworth. Got some younger guys in the ball game now for Blackman.
Yes. And like we said before, next weekend being the Labor Day weekend, we'll go about an hour and 20 minutes from the house. We've been on the road this will be the third Friday in a row next Friday that we've been on the road.
And then the week after, we'll be home in Murfreesboro. I think we'll do Oakland Republic that week.
That we sure will. We'll go over and get our first look at Kevin Creasy and the Oakland Patriots. And then we go Battle of the Borough, and then we go Oakland Blackman.
Yeah.
So we got some games coming up. You kids just stay with us. And that Oakland Blackman will probably be the only coverage there.
Yeah, possible. That could quite possibly be.
Well, I hope so.
I'd like to be, yeah. I would definitely like to be.
I mean, there's going to be some radio, but we'll probably be the only video and radio complete broadcast.
Video, audio broadcast.
Yeah.
Clock
is running. Thank goodness.
Boy.
Referee's doing a little.
Let him play it out, ref. Come on now.
Referee's doing a little magic here, burning a little time. Whoops! Did that clock start? Well, once again, we want to thank our sponsor, John Jones Real Estate, located right there in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I'd like to thank my camera operator, Judy the Beauty. Well, she's been a trooper tonight, and she is not driving home. Anthony, you're driving. I've already told you that.
Yeah.
So I'm running shotgun, and we'll.
You're gonna have to get me home though.
I'll run the navigation.
Gonna have to get me home, but down here on the field though, Blackman answered a lot of questions tonight. They've been trying to do a lot of different things to get the ball into the hands of these big playmakers, and in order to get the ball in the hands of those big playmakers, you gotta have a quarterback.
Yep.
And they've had good play out of their quarterbacks tonight. That offense has just been churning, and this is what they're capable of. You know, Florence is a great team, and Blackman is capable of dropping 40 points on just about anybody they'll come across. Jordan Brown on the carry right there.
The silent party, Mr. Brown.
They brought all the starters back out there after the JV team was out there. I don't know why. That's what they called timeout for, I guess, though.
Yeah, still got Trey Knox in. You'll see him at the bottom of your screen, number 13 down here.
That's Elder in the slot. Beams in at quarterback. Got the entire starting offensive line in as well.
Hester going to play bust you in your mouth till it's over. Look at that hole, Coach. First down.
That's honestly my player of the game tonight is those 5 guys on the offensive front for Blackman. They did a real good job tonight. I think they gave up 1 sack, and it came after a bad snap, and it was back here in the third quarter. They've had, I think, 2 negative rushing plays all night. You got to give them credit, you know. When those big guys up front are working as hard as they're working, makes it easy to put up 40 points.
Look at here. Brown.
Out across the 30.
Yep, to the 31.
That 2-back tandem for Blackman, Tamika Napier and Jordan Brown. Done a great job tonight.
Yep. Drew Beam just waiting on the marching orders from the sideline.
$1:15 left in the ball game.
Brown still in the ball game. And they give it to him. Brown. He picks up, what, 3 yards?
It'll be enough for the first down, though, and enough for Blackman to run the rest of the clock out.
Number 58 was there on the stop. That'd be Turner, John Turner.
Turner's had him a good game tonight over there on the edge.
We're under a minute, kids. Not much left yet. Now.
Clock rolling again.
Yeah. Going to get off one more, and that's going to be it. They let Brown have it. Brown, 40 to about the 45.
Another first down. Stop the clock until they reset it.
And they wait till the chain gang moves and the box man and the referee.
They're just
Gary Evans cranks that right arm. They're telling them don't even run a play. 14 seconds.
There's
it's going to be a little bit of different.
second.
Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of differentiator. There's about 7 seconds on the play clock.
You snap the ball and take a knee.
Yep. That's it.
That's it.
2-1.
There's your ball game, folks.
Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you all and all you do in watching on Stork Vision. Like I said before, color is Anthony Fiorella. The camera person is Judy the Beauty. I am Stork Montgomery. It's been a long night here in Florence, Alabama. Anthony, got anything else you want to say in closing?
Thank you again to Coach Hester for having us down. It's been a pleasure to come down here and watch you do battle with Blackman, and we wish you luck. You know, moving forward through the rest of the year, we'll definitely have our eyes on you. And I want to thank all you folks again, just like what Stork said, for watching.
All right, everybody. We will see you next week as we've got Warren County and Cookeville as we travel to the Plateau on Stork Vision. See you then, kids. Bye-bye.